Y'all know what time it is. Man, that was a nice opening sign.
What's going on, everybody? You know, it's funny, David. I have to say this right away because I didn't hear it. For some reason, I did not hear it back. So, unfortunately, that didn't work out the way I thought it would. Let me try something quick.
Had a nice slow start. And when it hit 12 seconds, it was just like slowly coming in. I was like, ooh, okay, I hear the beat. It was coming in. And I was going to think about it. You know, let me throw something out here.
Give me a second. Let me jump back in because I for whatever reason, like I can't hear sound on my end when it comes to like the instruments and stuff like this.
Oh, well, I guess he was trying to play a song, and I don't know. It took its time to start, and it's just started coming in. Like 12 seconds left, and man, if you heard that beat, you know it was coming. That's he, Big Bro Mac.
All right.
Oh, yo, I'm not gonna lie. You did the entry right at the perfect time for the intro. I was like, and here's Big Brother Mac.
Oh, really?
I'm into right.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, man. So I had to go check and just see real quick. We'll find out. We'll find out actually in a minute if that worked. Because I did my checks before, and it's funny because even when you do your checks, sometimes I feel like it's never going to be enough. Let me try something real quick. There we go. Okay, I can hear it now. We're good. Sometimes all you gotta do is just back up and come right back in, right?
Yeah, like in the C3PO event. Yeah, we keep getting glitched out.
That's crazy. Yeah, which is funny because that's what the topic of today is. We're gonna talk about some video games because look, like when we like kind of look back at how far video games have come, like I'm a natural nerd at heart, right? Like I really enjoy video games. Definitely. I do. You know, it was always like a nice little escape for me to get away from reality. Like Legend of Zelda.
I was about to say, what was the first game
wasn't the first
into it?
But I feel like look, the Legend of Zelda was like one of the first open concept worlds that there were in you know what I mean, in video gaming as in Nintendo 64. Now, answer me this. On the Nintendo 64, did you realize how it had 3 areas to hold your hands? So, like, you know, because it had, like, it looked like an M. Like, the Nintendo 64 was a really awkward thing to hold. But that Z button, though, that Z controller on the back was awesome.
That was low-key clutch. But it definitely was it was a pain in the ass when you had to utilize the Z button, but you had to hold the joystick on the sides.
Right.
You held it in the middle, regardless which way, but you could never. Your right hand always stayed in the same spot. Right. You never changed your right. It was always your left.
Were they? Do you remember? What was I gonna say? Do you remember if Nintendo 64 was the first one to come out with the joystick? Because I feel like it was. Because I know PlayStation. Joystick. I know PlayStation 1. Had the
second generation of PlayStation.
Oh, it was the second generation.
Yeah, okay. That's when they introduced the joystick, and that was because of the racing.
You had a PlayStation 1, right? If anybody here had a PlayStation 1 or like even I don't even want to say Xbox right now. Like we'll get to that, but if drop in the comments what your first version of PlayStation was, because mine was a 1, but it was a hand me down because when PlayStation 2 came out in like 2003, then my uncle handed down his PlayStation
that's the
1.
Thing. When they came out with certain games, it wasn't a whole PlayStation generation of 1 and 2. It was the controllers because they came out with new games. Right. For PlayStation 1, that's the only console that I've known that has 2 generations for controllers instead of the actual console.
It started out looking like kind of a Sega controller, but then it went to from like where it just had like the directional pad and then your 4 buttons on the right. They were unique for that though, because not a lot of other consoles had. They usually had only A and B on like for what was that, Nintendo, right? Nintendo
had like the original Nintendo or Super NES
or NES. Yeah, man. Like look, here's the crazy part. This is within our lifetime. This is still in our lifetime. Look where we're at now compared to where we were before, bro. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, no, like there's works even though like everyone.
I had PS1, like, PS2, PS3, PS4, and now PS5. Sorry about that. I just wanted to read my lady's comment. Yeah, so she had all of them. So that's why, she's PlayStation.
Nobody likes to show off.
I never had a 2 or a 3.
I haven't had
a 2 or 3. I never had a 2 or a 3. No, I had a 1. I played on a 2. I'm pretty sure I've played on a 3 before, but I never actually had one for myself. It was usually like a friend's house that had like the PS. Like Tony Hawk Pro Skater Underground and PS2 was like one of the coolest games back in 2003.
Yeah. So,
man,
I've had a 1. I've had a 2. And after 2, my toxicness with video gaming and my aggression with video gaming stormed off on 3 and 4. Because listen, I don't think you're supposed to go through that much PlayStation 3s and 4s in a lifetime, or at least within a year.
Was yours overheating or what happened?
No, I would have my gamer rage out that I like. The first time I ever realized like I may have possibly a small video gaming addiction, or that I'm like that strong of a nerd, is when it was after the army.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to settle down in Colorado Springs. You know, my firstborn is on the way or was already here, so we're trying to move into this place. We finally get this place. We're getting world established, son's home and all that. I'm gaming. I'm playing Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah.
It's me and Dominic. It's me and Dominic. Yeah. We're chilling. We're hanging out. I'm playing Call of Duty. This fucking game decides it just doesn't want to like work with me, or it was the universe like, yo, today you suck, so you suck. And yeah, I hate those days because
it was just a bad day, bro. It was just a bad day, bro. It wasn't your day. Like, it was one of those days where you could have just stayed in bed. You know what I mean?
Give me a second. I'm sorry. I play kids.
Hey, it's all good. Hey, the kids always have to come first. The kids always have to come first. Go right ahead, bro. Yeah. Hey, but like while he goes and takes care of being a father, like, so for me, like, I had the PlayStation 1 and I thought that was really cool. But I think that my biggest discrepancy with the PlayStation 1 was the inevitable ticking sound whenever your disc wasn't being read. You know what I mean? And so, like, when you put the disc in, you're ready to play. For me, it was I played, what was that, Madden? It had to have been Madden 99 or something like that. Either Madden 99 or Madden 2000. Whichever one had Ray Lewis on the cover of it. And, like, so just to talk about, like, how far those graphics have come is actually just really, really, it's insane, right? Just in the last, like, even just 20 years, going from having like these, you know, just like whatever graphics for video games, but it was cool because it was something to do. So like now it's so realistic that like you could get lost in some of these games, right? Crimson Desert is pretty cool. I actually don't mind that. I mean, I'm not much of a fantasy kind of player when I play video games, but I feel like that Crimson Desert does a really good job of just kind of like bringing like a mix between like Assassin's Creed, Red Dead, and there's another game I wanted to compare it to as well. Always praying on the loading screen that it's going to work. Absolutely, that was the biggest thing. And like if your disc scratched and it made that ticking sound, and that ticking sound was just inevitable because then you want to like just punch it. I think there was a point in time where I was really mad because it kept ticking. And like the game would start glitching, and I had it with it, and so like I took my fist and I hit the top of it. Ironically enough, as that is, it stopped ticking though. It didn't tick anymore after that. It worked though. But yeah, that the loading screens that never go through all the way, and PlayStation really has come a long way though. I'm gonna say, like, you know, after having PlayStation 4 like we did for a while, once we got the PlayStation 5, like it was almost like when you unbox it, when you pull the PlayStation 5 out, like it looks like futuristic. It doesn't, you know. It takes away from what the original PlayStation looks like, and it's just like this tower. It looks like a data center for a tower. You know what I mean?
Oh, what did I miss? Damn, we jumped all the seasons already. We're already on the PlayStation 5 talk.
No, I didn't have much to say. I didn't have much to say about PS2 and PS3, except for I played it on the homies' consoles. But I know PlayStation 1 drove me crazy. It gave me gray hairs at 12 years old.
Look, if PlayStation 1 gave you gray hairs, bro, you are lucked and blessed to never have experienced the BS that came with the upgradation to the 2. You know what I'm saying? Look, the first PlayStation 2 that came out, dinosaurness like that, it was the brick.
Yeah.
And so when they came out with the new generation with the Slim, because it was just it had the smallest fan for that large.
So it overheated all the time, right?
Yeah,
it overheated all the time. Yeah.
I wish it was somewhat like that now, because then it could regulate the time spent on screen, and it was just locked in onto the video games. But then, you know, that kind of hurts people like myself, whereas like, you know, zoning into the video game for hours, you know, to really like try to do shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's an escape. Video games are an escape.
Yeah, no, definitely. But you know, like a lot of those that stream, that put content out for the gaming, that kind of would destroy them too.
Yeah.
And but yeah, dude, like I want to say maybe 3 hours max, and then like you're making a flame pop up on your shit
Because
like,
they just can't hold play. Because video games used to be, you would play it for like 30 minutes to an hour. Because remember, some video games back in the day, you couldn't even save the game. Like you'd have to like, as soon as if you turned it off and came back to it, you would be jumping right back into the very beginning of it. There was no saves. There was no, level building. There's no online play. It was literally just you immersing into this game. It's come a long way, man. It really has.
Yeah,
I was talking.
The second generation of the PlayStation, the very slim one.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, but it was fragile. It was fragile. Still had its pros and cons.
I think that I might have actually, no, it wasn't. It was an Xbox 360. That was actually the first console I bought for myself, was the Xbox 360. I do remember though, when Xbox did come out though, and everybody played, because Halo was like so we got to give a quick shout. I don't know if y'all played Halo or not, but like this month, Halo's coming out, and it's cross-platforming with Xbox and PlayStation, and you can play like 4-player online.
It's gonna destroy. Look,
Xbox is already under, bro. I could pull up statistics right now showing that Xbox is hurting a lot right now. They need this. They need this. They need this.
No, honestly, if you really think about it, that has the potential to overshine on GTA 6. Granted, let's be real.
Yeah.
GTA 6 has taken over a decade to come up with, and to finally put out there and release and all this. But look at when they first started announcing it to when it's really about to release. All the backtrack that they've had to do.
They kept teasing us too. Yeah, they kept teasing us every time. Like,
there's no solid information of what to really expect. And a lot of people are getting skeptical, especially like the people I'm around every day, people at work, people, like just chopping it up with friends or just acquaintances on the street.
You just don't want to be disappointed that this game's going to come out, and like the trailers made it look super hype, but it's going to be because you're looking at $79.99 for like the regular, and then $99.99 for the ultimate bundle or whatever it is, and like that gives you like extra missions in the story mode and whatnot. I don't know. I'm excited for it, but I'm not like counting down the days.
I'm waiting for after the first rebug,
because they won't have multiplayer right off the bat. So I'm not worried about the bugs right away, because they're not going to have it on. It says that it's just like how it normally is with the games, like where it comes out and then
it's one of the teaser features that I don't know if it's accurate or not. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these video game people that try to put like information out on video games that I be seeing on Facebook or something like that, unless I really get a notification from my phone, I even still have to like look through sources that it gives.
Yeah, man, that's smart though. You want to do that.
Different people that I'm subscribed to for video gaming, they all give different like specs and info and whatnot. So it's really hard to tell which one, because some of them do go neck and neck, and then some of them they battle each other. So one will say one and one will say the other, and it's just like, all right, where's the real information at? So it's just there's a lot of concept, and right now it's back and forth whether or not you have to unlock the gameplay with being through like playing through the gameplay of story mode.
See, that's what happened. So that's what happened with there's a game called Ready or Not, and it's like a SWAT game where you play as like a SWAT commander, and like you go through missions and like arrest bad guys and secure hostage situations, stuff like that. Cool guy stuff. And I played it, but I bought all these DLCs to go with it because there was a bunch of cool ones that showed like the maps, like or like the neighborhood ones. Anyway, so once I get to it and after I buy it, I go through it. I'm trying to jump into like these DLCs, and it says complete story mode first. Like complete. Okay, so wait, you're gonna allow me to buy these as add-ons, but you're not gonna tell me anywhere until I get to that point where I can't even play. And so I thought that was kind of a fail on their end, but
it's weird you say that because
somewhere there's fine print you always gotta pay attention to somewhere.
So I have a similar story to that. So one of my OG favorite games that's ever been out there, is very low cut game.
What console is it on?
It's for PlayStation. It's a Sony game. It's called Jump Force, and if you're a real anime head. It's like a Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Capcom versus DC and all that. Yeah. But with anime characters from the 90s to now, you know what I'm saying? And it's got a whole crazy storyline. It's pretty awesome.
Okay. It was just like they tried it out, but it kind of didn't go very far kind of thing, or what?
No, that's the thing. It's one of those underdogs because they didn't really give it the shine it really deserves.
They just kind of put half their work into it.
The gameplay on it is actually pretty good.
I will not lie. Did the developers only put like half? Like they could have put more into it? Is that what you're saying?
They didn't give it the shine that it did. Like a lot of games right now. Like I'm gonna use Dragon Ball Z because I'm a nerd off of that.
Hey,
like
Dragon Ball Z for life. Dragon Ball Z for life. Hey, I'm part of that generation, man. I love
a lot of their new stuff. They do updates. They do, they advertise with their new upcoming stuff. Jump Force only had like maybe 2 months worth of like shine on commercials.
Maybe that was their budget. Maybe that was their budget, though. I mean, wonder who so hold on, I'm gonna look this up.
As the case, the gameplay definitely took that money because the gameplay is pretty. It's called Jump Force.
Jump Force. I'm gonna look this up real quick. Jump Force PS.
And it's got all the downloadable. It's got all the downloadable content for free on the PlayStation Store, right? But here's the thing: you cannot download the actual game digitally.
Oh, here,
you can only purchase it physically.
Yeah, and here's why. Check this out. Jump Force was shut down and removed from digital storefronts primarily due to expiration of complex and expensive licensing agreements required to feature various manga characters. So that was it. They had these licenses with certain anime companies that as soon as that expired, it's almost like when you lease a beat from a beat store. You only own it for a certain amount of time. You have to either renew it or get the exclusives, right? So that's the same thing. It looked like what happened right here was that they had a licensing agreement that was expensive and then it expired. So it says this was exacerbated by the game's underperformance as low sales and a declining player base made the high cost of renewing. And that sucks for you though. And I'm going to say that because you just said this was one of the coolest games you ever played. And yet now you're sitting here seeing how like, because they couldn't afford to keep this momentum going that they had in the beginning. It's like a lot of businesses, they crash. Like if they can't sustain, they can't find like, positive in their gain when it comes to that. So if they didn't promote it right, then not enough people were able to see it. And by the time it was already out, they were losing money before they were ever even making money.
Yeah. So it
was just a matter of time before it fell down. It was a building with very loose stilts. So it wasn't able to stay up very long.
So like that. So for example, right, because that happened, like a lot of the online features, there's no progression into it. Right. Like the online play is pretty much like, but story mode, like, low, like that's definitely one of them games you can find yourself just like beating and, upgrading all the characters. But like one of them games, you got your buddy coming over, you're not trying to leave him third wheel while you messing around with your game. Like, hey, you want to get your ass beat in Jump Force? And that's one of them competition games where you really like, competitor with your friend. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's coming over. We're gonna kick each other's ass. Let's go.
Hear me out. Okay. And anybody out there who had a Nintendo 64, does the name Perfect Dark ring a bell? And if so, everyone knows that like you and the homies after you got off school will go home and because they had 4 controllers on the Nintendo 64 is Perfect Dark. This was the original Call of Duty. It felt like, you know what I mean? Because you ran around the map and you shot all the like there was like team deathmatch and there was stuff like that and like you did all of that against the NPCs were called sims and you had Meat Sim, which was it was like a very easy sim. Then you had a recruit sim, which was like a pretty easy, or he had a challenge to him, but not too much. Then you had a sergeant sim and then a commander sim. And then you had what was called the perfect sim, and the perfect sim could go invisible. And like, so you had all these complex layouts, almost like mazes. And you and your team would run around and try to collect all the objectives and like kill as many as you can. And it was just really cool. Perfect Dark. All right, what's up, Josh? Josh just jumped in the chat, bro. Josh, I know you played Perfect Dark back in the day on Nintendo 64 because that was like if you're a 90s kid and you enjoyed video gaming, that was by far like I was that Legend of Zelda guy though. I mean, Perfect Dark was awesome. When I was like talking about playing by myself, I played Legend of Zelda because that open concept, like that open map concept, it was just so awesome. So instead of just running left to right or only following like the corridor, it was like you could just be OCD and run around and just just check out everything.
Me playing by myself, it was with as many siblings as I had, there was no really playing by myself until I really bought my own consoles. Right. But the N64 for me and my like brothers, we really would get into spend hours playing. We played like WrestleMania 2000. We played No Mercy, Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, like multiplayer games. But look, Never have I ever had bruises off of playing N64. I could put my finger down. How about that one?
Man,
Look,
N64 was so crazy, dude.
If
there was no wireless controllers, everyone had to sit pretty close to the TV. Like there was like you want me to back up off the TV.
You don't remember they came out with the tester wireless controllers for the N64, but
the battery did not last long at all.
They took triple A's instead of double A's, and those was shit.
It took like 8 of them, didn't it? Didn't it take like
4.
8?
It took 4.
Did it? Did it take 4? I thought it took. Okay, hold on. I have to double because I thought it took a lot more than that.
Because you know, at my house, we all had to have one. We all had to get that so we could lay on our beds while we're all playing WrestleMania 2000, kicking each other's asses. But then we have a shield, which is our blanket, because if we beat any of us, we already know one of them controllers is getting chucked across the room.
Right.
Oh, why you do that? Huh? Young, you better hope they didn't have good aim.
Okay, here. You know what? We had it wrong. It wasn't. So it wasn't a wireless controller. What it was called, it was a third part. It was a rumble pack. It took 2 AAA batteries, and the cool thing about that was too is it made your controller vibrate too. So like as you're playing, like that had the first haptics. Like the first haptics in the controller were actually in the Nintendo 64 controller with that rumble pack. I remember that. Yeah, it draws power from it, so it features. Okay, yeah. So
that's
interesting.
crazy.
Yeah, dude, and that wasn't even that long ago. So Nintendo 64, like I said, was probably my favorite.
It doesn't seem that long ago when you really say it out loud, but when you think about all the time that has spent physically past it, it's like, fuck, dude, I am a dinosaur. My kids aren't lying. But it's like,
my son's going to high school next year, so there's that, dude. There's that for what it's worth, you know.
Mine's going to middle school next year.
Yeah.
My son, Dominic just graduated elementary school.
Oh, nice. So he's going into 6th grade. Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
And I think right now he's doing something with golf right now. He's actually he's becoming a
really?
golfer. Yeah.
So Colt swims. Colt's a swimmer. He does competitive swimming in middle school, and I think he was actually getting looked at too, from what I understand. In high school, they do a lot of like recruiting from schools because schools out in Texas do like swimming like competitively for academics and stuff. So, I mean, it's a bright future ahead of him.
Texas is definitely a D1 state for a lot of
when it comes to sports, a lot of their sports, especially D1. Speaking of college and division, so I love playing Madden. I decided just because I just really wanted to see. I didn't want to be biased. I like college football. I don't really watch it like the NFL, but I decided to buy the college football one because I just wanted to see like how similar it was to Madden. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I actually like it more than Madden. I'm not gonna lie. And it sounds really crazy. Like now Madden is a really good game, and they keep getting better with it. But like the college football 2026 was it's really good. Like
honestly, I haven't played a football game. Since my older brother had passed away, and Madden was he only had 3 games. Didn't matter what console he had. He only had 3 different type of games.
Right.
But he would have like he had Madden, all the forms of Madden. He had all the forms of Grand Theft Auto, and he'd have Mortal Kombat.
Wow.
Those were the only games he played. And look, when I say this man was so royally nasty, he was nasty.
Yeah, really, really good. Like,
but,
wait, in all the sports games, or just in any game in general?
In his games,
yeah.
Like the games he had, bro. Like you got to turn your hat backwards. Like you read, he training you.
He was into it. He was into that. Like he was into it. Like it's almost like he was actually on the field, right? Like playing football.
No, he was
like with his coach hat backwards and everything, bro.
He was big in football.
Catch the ball. Why didn't you catch the ball? Where's the flag, ref? Like, like being a coach. Bro, I knew. So I played with someone like that when I was in high school too. We were playing, I think it's Madden 06 or Madden 07 on his PlayStation 3 or 2, something like that. But like me and we were playing against each other, and this dude got so worked up. And like I mean, I get worked up sometimes like now, but like back in the day, I never really got that worked up. But like the dude was he was losing, and like he could not get a touchdown, and I was scoring on him like crazy, and I was okay at it, and he was getting mad, and he was like standing up and screaming at the TV. Like he would go to instant replay and show me. I'm like, I get it, dude. I get it. He's like, he would go back and like What do you want me to do? Do you want me to like somehow get a hold of the refs in the video game and tell them to throw the flag for you? Can you challenge that? Dude, just come on, just shut up, dude. Like that was too much, bro. Like
so that was similar to my older brother Terry. Everybody called him T-Bird because until he had developed a sickness that his father had, and may he rest his peace. Love you, bro. I haven't touched Madden games since because he was the last person I played Madden with. Yeah. And as much like I had so much fun playing. Spot, bro. Yeah. And so like when I found out, and I was away in Fort Lee when he had passed away. So and I was denied access to go back home to his funeral. So it kind of hit me bad. And so I told myself I'd never play Madden again. And the last Madden I played was 2008, I believe, with Sean Alexander, the Seahawks player. When the Seahawks had won, I think against, I don't know who he played against, but they had won the Super Bowl. And
was it with Russell Wilson? You mean?
I think so. I know it was.
Wilson, yeah, before he washed up and then came to Denver, and Denver had spent all that stupid amount of money on him to just completely suck. I'm glad we have Bo Nix, man. I'm super happy.
But that was the last Madden version I played. They had just incorporated, or I think
the hit stick,
the hit stick with the truck stick and all that. They had just incorporated it. I was like, yo, this is amazing. And so my brother showed me why he thought it was more amazing. And I was like, yeah, I'm not playing against you no more, motherfucker.
Did he ever show you the magical kick return that'll always go back for 6? Because the NPCs are designed to run all the way down the field to a certain point. So if you go like on the kick return, if you're back to receive, you choose to go left. And when they kick it, it'll naturally go towards you because this was before they started like making it more realistic and whatnot. So it would naturally go to where you're going. And as they're coming down the sidelines, as soon as you're getting about 5 yards away, hit one juke on them. And the rest of them are all still in a line coming down the field. They're not all like coming for the ball carrier like how nowadays video games are. But like if you hit that one juke, you were gone every time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You were gone every time.
You had to hit it at the right time. If you didn't hit it at the right time, it was a wrap. You're going to get laid out or whatever. Man, I never hit at the right time. I never hit at the right time. And my brother T-Bird, man, he wouldn't give you the right time. He played that intense. He would not give you the right time to do it. And he was on your ass.
Yeah.
I think
I've seen so many Madden crash outs before. I've seen so many Madden crash outs. Like they have YouTube videos, compilations of people who like for some reason stream themselves playing it when they crash out and then somehow upload it. Or maybe it was live stream. So somebody recorded it and shared it for them. Because that's just crazy, bro. Like somebody stood up as soon as they got intercepted because it was the game-winning drive, and like he was already down there, and he pulled a Russell Wilson where he instead of instead of running, he threw the ball, got picked off. The dude on the stream stood up and he said, "Are you kidding me?" and like grabbed his controller, threw it at the screen. You saw him throw the TV behind him, and it hit the ground, and he just stomped on it. I'm like,
oh my God,
bro, but like give me a second because. You're not going to tell me that you paid for all that and you're just cool with destroying it just because you're mad that you're losing a freaking video game, bro.
I have no comments on there because I done shutting out from video games, and my PlayStation 3 can avert to that. Dominic, as maybe 3-4 months year old, can avert to that because Call of Duty 4 on PlayStation 3 learned its lesson.
Yeah,
it pissed me off.
I think they're remastering Call of Duty as well. I think they're just trying to so the Halo. What I know about the Halo game is they're going back to the very
Call of Duty
first.
Failed. They down.
Yeah,
they did.
As soon as they started selling Nicki Minaj skins, as soon as they started like making you be able to wear Nicki Minaj skins in online, and like that could be your operator on Call of Duty. Like I'm like, you're not taking it serious anymore. You're just making it like Fortnite. You're just trying to make it like because Fortnite was beating out Call of Duty, so they figured why not start putting these stupid costumes in here. That's why I at least like Battlefield because you can buy the packages to have like better skins and stuff, and it'll just be like a better looking operator. But like, I don't understand how Call of Duty
it militarized, right?
Yeah, you militarize. Yeah, you keep it. Your BDUs, your battle dress uniform. Like they just had upgraded versions.
Different equipment that makes it more suitable, makes it more better. Yeah, nah. But on the
Call of Duty sold out,
aspect,
bro. I don't
on
know
the
what happened.
Warzone aspect of
That's
Call of
fun.
Duty, with the skins and all that, that was fun. But like,
yeah, that's different though. But that's
I'm
yeah,
not gonna be playing zombies with Saint Nick over here with a chimichanga on his back. That's just dumb. Like,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. That's why I don't know. I think that video games are just what they're doing is they're just contesting with the ones that are doing really well, and they're trying to just come at them with the same concept, and they're just trying to rebirth or rebrand it or something. And it's just I don't know. This is why today's topic is video games from back then till video games today, because I feel like and you guys can all agree to disagree, video games kind of suck nowadays. And I mean it in like the
have fun at work.
Yeah, see you later, Josh. Have a good one, brother. But like you have to admit that like video games nowadays, like you can almost kind of predict what it's about anymore. Like there's not really like a cool. It's same with movies, and it's the same with freaking movies, dude. I never thought a day in my life that I would walk out of the Jurassic Park movie, because Jurassic Park was my favorite growing up. So when I fell asleep during the Jurassic Park movie, and so did Kaylin, and Jackson had to wake us up and be like, the movie's over. We're like. How do you fall asleep to a Jurassic Park movie, bro? You know you failed if you put and I was perfectly fine. I was hyped, bro. I was excited. I was super stoked. I was more excited than they were about it. You know what I mean? I know she can agree with that. She knows how excited I was. Bro, I think I had dinosaur socks. I might be thinking of a different pair of socks. I used to have dinosaur socks.
The last movie of Dragon Ball Z that came that actually was like in the theaters, the Dragon Ball Z Superhero, when they released the opening of Beast Gohan. I had a whole outfit. I reserved a day off. I reserved a day off from work. All of that. I even had a whole Dragon Ball Z outfit to go. Priorities. Couldn't go.
What? No.
I just overslept.
Bro, the thing is like I feel like since you grow your hair out long like how mine is now, you could have been able to have like spiked it up and like turned it into
I could definitely do a mohawk. I could definitely do a mohawk.
My hair's cute. I would never stand my hair up anyway because I just don't know. Like no, I'm good on that. It stood up when it was shorter. I had more of like just a little bit. Like I've been growing it out for what are we at now? 2.5 years. A little over 2.5 years. I stopped the last time I got a haircut was in January of 24. So yeah, 2.5 years now.
Yeah, I normally get a haircut about every 5-6 years. So I got another 4 or 5 to go.
Bro, by the time you're 40, that's what it is. When you go in for your 40th birthday, then you'll go ahead and you'll get your next haircut.
Every 10th and 5th.
Kenny used to have a mohawk in school. I think you showed me a picture of that, or either you. I know you've told me it, but I'm not sure if you showed me a picture of that or not. I feel like I already see it though with Kenny having a mohawk. That's hilarious, though. I knew a few friends of mine who had mohawks too. And as much as I was into metal, and like I was
my first MMA fight.
I never had that stuff. Man.
My first MMA fight. I'll never forget this. I went in that bitch with not your traditional mohawk. I went in that sucker with 2 mohawks down the side.
Yes.
My hair, I had enough hair. I could part that sucker in the middle.
Wait a second. So it looked like you had 2 frisbees. It looked like you had 2 frisbees coming out of your dome, basically, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was so hyped. I was so hyped.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? You had to stand out, right? That was the goal, is you had to stand out.
I mean, yeah, I just always liked doing like when I was a teenager, I was, a lot younger. I was always doing something with my hair, but I never dyed it. Scratch that. I dyed it twice. First time I actually enjoyed it better because it was done right. Second time, once upon a time ago, I was just, hey, with the whim, hey, try this. And when I, woke up, I was like, yeah, I didn't like this.
Yeah.
So, never doing that again.
I think one of the so I never really cared about what my hair looked like through middle school, high school, none of that. Like I really didn't have I didn't care how I looked. That was just who I was. But
you must not have strong enough cowlick to make that sucker always just make you.
Well, no, I had haircuts, but I didn't really have a certain style. I did. It would just usually be to get it off my ears and get it off the back of my neck, and you would just be like your typical, boy haircut. But when I went to the army, like when I had it all shaved off, Like it was such an interesting feeling to like have all your hair gone. And I'm a tall dude, right? I'm 6'4", but I was skinny as hell when I joined the Army. I was 170 pounds because I was still, growing into my size. And I looked really awkward. I looked like I think that one of the drill sergeants actually had called me like a pencil eraser too at one point. Like, it cracked me up inside so much. I tried not to laugh because he looked right at me, looked me up and down. And he's like, man, you look like a pencil eraser or something like that. And I lost it, bro. I think we just got done getting smoked or something. So my head was all red. So, with my head being all red because we were all bald.
So
I was like, a pencil eraser?
Naked.
Really?
Dude, I felt naked. I'm not going to lie. Because I've always had hair. I've always had long hair. I've always grown my, and it was just like, by the way, I want to say fuck you to all those barbers at Fort Benning, Georgia that decided they wanted to all stop as soon as I walked into that room. Because all the drill sergeants decided they want to all walk in at the same time. And during my cycle of basic, I was the dude that walked in with the longest hair. So when I walked into that barber room, bro, they all walked in after me and made the barber stop. They made a whole show about it. They were laughing. They didn't even use the normal clippers with the vacuums attached, bro. They were scissors snap here, scissors snap there.
So wait, how long was your hair when you went in? I tried to shave mine down a little bit so it wouldn't be as hard. We could just get it over with. But yeah, I saw somebody who came in ahead and they had like longer hair. And like they went right in, and all the drill sergeants were standing around him, calling like Rapunzel and stuff, and calling him a Barbie doll and stuff. Like while he's getting his gold locks like shaved off his head, dude, it was ridiculous. Like it was just so funny seeing how creative they would get with like their insults. You know what I mean?
So like one of the drill sergeants took the scissors and he snipped it, and he's like, "Look, some of your fairy dust." I'm like, look. I shit you not, bro. That's when I learned the most absolute of keeping that bearing. Nigga, I wanted to punch him so bad. Like, how dare you say my hair is fairy dust?
Bro, like I said, drill sergeant, look, I think that was probably why, like, before I got the military, like, my next duty station was going to be, I was going to go on the trail and go be a drill sergeant. I had my packet and everything. I was ready to go. But, like, I was excited about, like, coming up with my own my own funny insults, because it was just like, it's part of what you do in Shark Week. It's part of what, well, I guess not anymore, because the Army got real weak and they got, I don't know if they still have it, but they used to have stress cards. Like, and I didn't think this was a real thing.
They still got it.
I didn't think that was a real thing. It was probably the last year I was getting out. You knew me during this time, on my way out and like whatnot. I was getting out, but I just came out of basic training, and like, so well, I was just bullshitting with him, and I was like, so I have to ask you a question, because I haven't had a chance to ask anybody fresh out of basic yet. So, is there really a stress card? And he's like, well, it's not really an actual card, but you have the ability to, in the middle of like, if you're getting smoked or whatever, and if you're like, it's just too much for you, you're allowed to stand up, go to parade, rest, and just say, Sergeant, I need a break, drill sergeant, I need a break, or something like that. And then
if they try to smoke you or try to chew you out, because you have to, that's one of
your get out of jail free card.
They tell us this is your sensitive pussy wiping card. Because I went to Fort Benning, and they were like, "Listen, I swear to God, anybody pull this card out, the whole company's getting it."
I just can't believe that
half of us threw our shits away.
Nobody forced you to join the military, but when you join, you don't get to just suddenly decide that, oh, well, if you're being too mean, I get to go step out to the side. Well, we don't need you then, because the military.
Like, you knew what you signed up for.
Yeah.
You knew joining the military, joining that group of people who defend where our freedom lies. You know what you're signing up for. You know what the level of extent of extreme we have to be in. And you want to take a break,
and you want to know what that is. And it was I'm sure you already know this, but what it was that was shaping you, because like if you go to the military and you end up going overseas and like you're in combat situation, you need to be able to
hey, my stress card's out.
Yeah, you need to be able to understand that, that they're not going to acknowledge your stress card if it's too much for you. Like, that's what that whole part of it is about. Is, look, I know it sucks. I know you're tired. I know you've been doing push-ups for 3 hours straight and going back, get water and yelled at, and like you're just mentally and physically breaking down. But you need to be able to go ahead and just push through it, because it's all about finding that inner strength to be able to push past.
We both in the military.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's up, P to P? Yeah, we were both in the military. It's my brother David, man. We were both in the military. I was infantry. He was out there fueling up our trucks, but we're all in the same fight.
Not just the trucks. Not just the trucks. Not just the trucks, them Black Hawk Chinooks and Apaches.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's just crazy to look back to see like how it was and like to how it is now, and it's fine. But I wish that people would understand when you join, it's not your job to go and tell the military how they need to run.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean.
No.
If you're too sensitive, hey, it's okay. FedEx Kinko's is always hiring. You know what I mean? Like if you don't want to get yelled at,
flipping burgers is still good.
Go cut salami at Fry's or something. You know what I mean? Go cut cheese and go package up food. It's okay. And it's no disrespect if you do that. I'm just saying that, like, look, the military is not for everybody. And I respect somebody. One of the only people that I met that I really, really respected was somebody that when you first get there, you know how before you go into your basic training, like you're in the in-processing part of it where you're getting all your CIF, you're getting all that. So there's a guy who was my bunkmate, right? Like for the 5 days we were doing all the prep work to line us up for a shark attack. And so we're chilling, and by the time we get to the 5th day, like this guy had already told me a lot how he doesn't know if he really wants to do this or not anymore. And I sat there, I'm like, well, bro, like, I mean, if you don't want to do it, and he's like, but I would just feel bad for going this far. And he's like, I'm like, bro, you haven't really gone far. All you've done is gotten an airplane, came here, and you've been here for 2 days, dude. Like, you haven't gone too far. He's like, all that paperwork. I'm like, bro, and I was just like, bro, if your heart's not here, then yeah, you probably should go home, because this, I feel like it's so. Whenever it came to Shark Attack Day, right as soon as we all lined up when our section was called, you sat on your duffel bag, your CIF, right, and you sat there, and the drill sergeants came out and they said, I need everybody to do this right now. Close your eyes, put your head down, don't open them. Everyone does that. He's like, all right, I'm gonna make sure everyone's eyes closed. Walks through, make sure. He's like, this is your last chance. If you do not want to do this, if this is not for you, there's nobody will be mad, nobody will be upset, but this is your last chance, because you cannot just say anytime after this until you ETS, I don't want to do this anymore. You will be stuck under contract. And then so you could hear people getting up and moving. And I heard the guy next to me get up and move. And I'm like, I actually felt like I'm like that. Okay. At least you knew that this wasn't what you wanted to do, and you weren't going to waste anybody's time, including your own. So I respected that, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he felt really bad about it, but I was like, bro, if you really don't want to do this, like this is your last chance. You have to think about this before you go any further. So
see, there was when I went to basic.
That's fine. That's so fine.
Yeah, no. See, I went to basic. I don't know if I explained to you this story about this one dude. He was stuck.
Right
in the processing phase, because he had already went past that phase to where, if this is really what you don't want to do, this is your last chance. He had moved past that phase, but then made that decision like, oh, I really don't want to do this. They said, you're assed out. When I had showed up, he had already been passing his 2nd year in that phase.
Whoops.
They were gonna do his whole contract in that phase. They were not going to push him. They were not. And
but the thing is that's okay though.
Him.
That's okay though.
Shit on him, but they didn't give a. They shouldn't. If anybody else shitted on him, because then they would just look at him. Well, they're not lying. Like,
why would you just go ahead and you can't? One of the last jobs in that you should, like, whether it's policing or military, anything like that requires like that people's lives are in your hands. Like, if you're not cut for it, they shouldn't just push you through, shove you through, like just find a way to get you in, just because statistically.
Yes, we still do reviews, Peter.
Yeah, we're doing. Yeah, so here, let me put this up on the screen real quick. We're about to actually do. Let me see. We're about to jump in the music reviews right now. So thank you for letting us rant about our video gaming. We love our video games. So we're going to move right into our next. Right here, I want to do this review for you guys. So True sent me, True was getting me all hyped up for this. He was telling me that we have True, Nico, Vet Life. They all did a Raw Vocals Volume 1, and they wanted me to check it out. Shot by Joey Sparks. So we're going to run this.
Shout out to True, because I've been seeing a lot of his content he's been putting on Facebook, and some of that, man, that's fuego. That's fuego.
So yeah, there it is right there. Submit your music reviews, MP3s, clean radio, or your YouTube link. That as well. I did not include that, but your YouTube to mackksmusicreview@gmail.com. MP3s, clean or radio edited only, please. And send it to mackmusicreview@gmail.com. Now, whether or not Nico and True and Vet Life song has cussing, I'm not going to judge that because they really wanted me to review this, and I have no problem checking this one out. But if you can, please, if you want to send something to me to review, for me and David to review, go ahead and send it in. I'll put it up on the screen one more time to mackmusicreview@gmail.com. Send your MP3 or send me your YouTube link. All right, that sounded like a whole ad, bro.
Yeah, like dude. Brought to you by them boys.
Brought to you by them boys, exactly. So,
and we're gonna keep it on the video game nature. So,
yeah.
As we're doing, music reviews, we'll kind of reference back to the video game nature. If we haven't already kind of like shined out some of that info, we do like have our own like little gaming group. Listen, yeah. Everyone's make or break test. They gotta go up against Knuckles and then Sissy.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, my fiance will, hey, look, my fiance will smoke anybody in these video games. Like her favorite games are like the ones that are extremely hard where you fight bosses that are just insane. If you're a PlayStation fan, you know what Dark Souls is, and you know what the Dark Souls, I want to say, is it Bloodborne? I think Bloodborne was another one of those.
Yeah, right? Bloodborne,
yeah. So these are the games that she plays, and it is insane.
Oh yeah, if she starts laughing at it, it's a wrap. Done
no, it usually Bloodborne, it'll go like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" And then you hear, "Oh, great," but then she'll be like laughing. I'm like, "Oh, she's done. Oh, she's done." Elden Ring too, yeah, Elden Ring, absolutely. So here, check this out. We're gonna run this review. We got Pete to Pete. I got your track, brother. We're gonna go ahead and run this real quick. Let's see, what's the name of it? Is it called Fantasy? New song Fantasy. Want it to be the first song on the new album, so it's a little climatic. Give it a chance. Oh, we're gonna give it more than a chance, brother. This is exactly what we're here for.
It's so true. If I'm not laughing, I'm not having fun.
Absolutely.
Hey,
we're gonna run this.
If you're not laughing during a video game, or you're not like really enjoying it to where you can commentize it, are you really like a gamer? Like, can you really be like, oh yeah, I want to play video games? No,
right?
I was really miserable about it.
All right, here we go. Ready? All right, this is Pete to Pete. What's your artist name, brother? What's your artist name so I can give you a shout real quick on here? Type in your artist name in the chat, or however you want to do it. That way, everybody who watches this can know who this is.
I gotta hit my coworker. I'm gonna get with him tomorrow at work. I'm gonna get all his info because he does like he's played some of his tracks like while we'll be at work. Yeah. And it sounds like some pretty good stuff. Yeah. I did tell like a couple weeks ago, I did like talk to him about this, and I told him like, if you could set something up to where you got something clean, like let me know, send me like send me info on your bio, whatever the case may be, even info on like shows you got.
Every engineer out there should offer this. So if you want to have like every engineer, whoever you work with, you should be able to ask for whenever you get your final cut, your master back. You can have your regular master, your WAV format, regular master, MP3 format, your show master, and then if you have derogatory, which I never have to do this, and I'm going to flex on that, but a clean master as well, which has it's like your radio edit basically.
Get that flex in, brother. Yeah. Get that flex in.
I'll show you guys a little something later on. So this is going to be Fantasy by Pete to Pete, y'all. Let's check it out. Turn this up a little
bit. Smooth start.
Yeah. I love the climatics.
Yeah, definitely a good start.
Come on, baby, break down these four walls. Break, I'm breaking every piece. Come on, baby, hurry up and answer my call. You got a meeting between the sheets, baby, I'm I'm a freak. Legs up in the air for me. Girl, I wanna see. And I'm gazing at your physique. Tastes like spring, baby, please come home with me. Wake up in the morning, sunshine on the embassy. And if you get cold, we can cuddle and just watch TV. Or make it clap like thunder when you rain on me. And I don't wanna fall for you, but I'm on my knees. I'm begging you, please, I need this release. And I don't wanna lie. So look me in my eyes. And tell me that you see. Your future shit with me. And I don't wanna lie. So look me in my eyes. Cause girl, when you're with me, the world stops and I'm in my fantasy. In my fantasy. Come on, baby, you know you're the one that I want. Come on, baby, you know you're the face in my heart. And I don't wanna wait till love is life. I don't wanna wait till a brother die. I don't wanna wait and be the second guy. So tell me again, how we feeling again? Cause I don't wanna break up. You look better with no makeup. If you love me, baby, say some. Your ex make you wanna break some. And I don't want you feeling lonely. You say you down, baby, gotta show me. Hang your flash screen like a Sony. Love it when you put it on me slow, slow. And I don't wanna lie. So look me in my eyes. And tell me that you see. Your future shit with me.
All right, appreciate you, Peter.
Oh man, yes.
You can go ahead and give
If I play that, look, I gotta start this one. If I play that, I'm getting laid tonight. I'm sorry. That was the jam for the love song right there.
Yeah. Hey, so you know what? I'm gonna give 2 parts of feedback, and take it for what it is. So the first feedback I'm gonna give, I'll just put it right on the table. I'm not a prude or nothing like that. But with clean music, it also comes with not sensualizing music. You know what I mean? But I will. But let me give you your flowers too, though, because I think the way that you sing and the harmony and all that, like that's really good. Like you did a really good job. Like it
wasn't like a mix shape with it either. It wasn't like he wasn't back and forth with different styles of singing. He kept especially with singing, and I harp about this a lot with a lot of like melody. And with the singing melody, you gotta stay on point with that melody.
Singing was phenomenal, though. I really do think it was phenomenal. I think that you're definitely know how to ride the beat. I mean, for the category and of what you're trying to do here, I think that it's really good. So I give you a lot of applause, man. Just for my personal taste only, the essential music, I feel like that's also probably we're gonna run along the same with if it's clean or not, but no worries, man. Like, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to send it in. I really do like it a lot. If this is the intro to your album, I'm assuming this whole album is going to be like a really cool stanza of just different pieces of like where your heart's at with your work and your art. So yeah, I think it was a good song, man. I do think it was a good
definitely
song.
A good song.
And like song structure. So good job on that, brother.
Hell yeah. Big clap to that.
Yep.
Give me 1 second.
No, you're good. You're good. All right. So yeah, that was Pete. I really appreciate you sliding in here, brother. That was really good. So we're gonna jump over to let's see if I can find it. So I'm not sure if you're in here or not. True, but we're gonna go ahead and pop this in here. Let's add that in. 1 second. This should be all right. Perfect. Let's go with that. Wait for David to get back, and we'll go ahead and get this one going. But yeah, no problem, Pete, man. Like I said, I really like the singing. It's not easy to sing. It's not easy to be able to take it and carry it like that. So I mean, it's you're in your lane, and I think that you're doing really good in your lane. So keep it up. Just keep looking for ways to improve. Keep looking, like how kind of David was saying. Keep looking for rooms to improve on certain parts. Like don't be afraid to really just let your vocal tone be heard. Like allow yourself to let that come right out of the chest with some of those. You know what I mean? So yeah, just a little bit of advice for going forward. If you have a YouTube channel, what's your drop your YouTube link in the comments right here, and I'll make sure I'll go throw a subscribe on there, and we'll put you, because what I'm doing is if you send a song in, if you send any music in, then for 24 hours, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share your YouTube link to my story, and just give a huge shout out and make sure everyone knows to go check you out. So appreciate you popping in on that. So we're gonna wait for David to get back. We got Nico to Vet Life and True Words that just dropped a track. Super excited about this. It's called Raw Vocals Volume 1. We got Nico, True Words, and Vet Life. Shot by Joey Sparks. I know Joey Sparks out in Colorado Springs. He's done a lot of Black Pegasus music videos. He's a really phenomenal videographer. Definitely really good. And actually, me and my fiance just got back from speaking. I was going to say, speaking of really good photography, really good videography. Me and my fiance went up north a couple weekends ago, and we did the music video for my song "God Can You Save Me," which is my upcoming track that's dropping on the 24th of July. So less than 2 weeks out now, about 13 days till it drops. And then I have the music video that I'm actually going to be dropping. Pardon me. I have the music video I'm going to be dropping the night before, so it'll be sort of like that, early release. So if you want to see the visual, it kind of brings you into seeing the visual. I'm going to be promoting that a lot. We're going to get that promotion going next week, and for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be getting a lot of attention to that because I truly feel like this song is special. And if you stick around to the end, I might just give you guys a peek at what I'm talking about here. The music video, "God Can You Save Me?" So phenomenal work. My lady really knows how to capture the moment with the lens. So I'm going to definitely give the flowers to my lady, where it's well deserved. I mean, she did a really amazing job, and the work absolutely shows. And also shout out to Chasing Mice Media, Nathan out there, Chasing Mice Media. He did the edits on it. And yeah, the song mixed and mastered by Blitz, produced by Abyss, the whole nine. So David's off doing daddy duties right now. And as much as I could probably go ahead and hit play on this, but I'm not going to, because I know he's going to want a review on this as well. So while we're waiting for him, why don't I give you guys a little something real quick? Let's see. Oh, there we are. We're back already. Even better. All right.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're a parent first, no matter what.
Man, right. These the
All right. So shout out to my boys Nico, True, and Vet Life. We're gonna go ahead and run this.
Hey, the Vet Creations. Nico, the Vet, real rap. All right, let's get into it. It's something strange to me. Everybody like to rap, but this a whole different league. They be like, Nico, look, but I don't know what I see. I've been looking for my mental, guess I'm missing the piece, but I don't need it. Everybody say Nico conceited, but I always prove myself just to show I really mean it. Guess I'm built for this. If I wasn't, then I would be leaving. Made for the camera, guess that's why they want me cheesing. Man, I'm laughing out loud, cause I know they hate me. Said I'ma mess this game up, Neo in the matrix. I don't wanna follow rules, I'm about to make them. And I don't wanna play cool, I like to be the stranger. What? I'm gone. Yeah. It's True with the double yo.
All right, True. Let's go, True.
Let's go.
It's about damn time they feel it, you hear me? Look, hey, different version that I see when I look up in the mirror. Perfect picture painted like the arrangements, vision get clearer. Separation, elevation, the truth getting delivered. Anomaly, apostrophe him like your depiction, description. Looking valid, pristine, that's my condition. Unconventional, something unique. You ain't heard this before. Shining party started when you walking like a disco ball. Plot already started, not the climax yet, we taking off. 2 words know the truth hurt. Other words, why would you get involved? Peons ain't my problem, lights and all, just had to dust them off. Let the city know who we are, like we done broke the law. Set the scene, this the discovery of the underdog.
All right.
Okay.
All right. All right, True.
Works for having us
on
this
motherfucker. I bet life.
Raw shit, baby, you feel me? Straight like this. Yo, it's good to know that we the topic of discussion. Man, these haters gon' get ate up like a luncheon as soon as them vets running. Hop on the track with Nico, shit get lethal. And spit the truth for true words. You can't deny what you heard. I'm spitting like my tooth hurt.
Okay.
Ain't nothing but flame. Best remember the name. Vet life out here going insane. And that's on everything. I'm married to the music, so bring out the wedding ring. The disrespect is stupid. Hating on the gang is useless. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Checking niggas like Nike. I'm feeling icy. I got the flame and plenty game for niggas talking spicy. I know the love is there, but well aware that niggas do not like me. It's really lame to me. Like these rappers in my city sound the same to me. Plus they never really who they truly claim to be. Always talking about some shit they'll never say to me. That's strange, but I'm a man and I know I just gotta keep it thugging. I know an insecure rapper just hate to see me coming, but when you in your bag, you stand out next to niggas bluffing, never bugging. Built it from the bottom, so we really something. Tell me what's the move before I have to take it over. Receive my blessings daily, so I have to pay it forward. I rep the vest, they think that I've been out here playing soldier. Keep a pistol, hit them in the gristle, leave you laying over. I'm not a killer, but don't push me. People lucky, I don't change my ways. I have to say I never been a rookie. I've been a vet forevermore, I'll never fret. I study nightly for the test, so tell me why I'd ever stress life.
Oh my God. Come on. Hey, I have to hear True again. Now that True's in the chat, we got to go back to his verse, y'all. This is my boy True.
What up, True? Look, hey, that killed it. That killed it, brother. That killed it. He came out right at the right time.
Hold on, we're gonna rock this again from True's part, and then I'm gonna give my feedback because I think that this is phenomenal. Let's go. Here we go, True.
It's about damn time they feel it. You hear me?
Tell him, True.
Hey, different version that I see when I look up in the mirror. Perfect picture painted like the arrangements, vision get clearer. Separation, elevation, the truth getting delivered. Anomaly, apostrophe him like your depiction, description. Looking valid, pristine, that's my condition. Unconventional, something unique. You ain't heard this before. Shining party started when you walking like a disco ball. Plot already started, not the climax yet. We taking off. 2 words know the truth hurt. Other words, why would you get involved?
Oh, that right there.
Just had to dust them all. Let the city know who we are, like we done broke the law. Set the scene. This the discovery of the underdog. Yeah.
Look, I gotta say that's probably an iconic line right there. And it's self-opinionated, but it could definitely be, like to dislike, agree to disagree. But True, speak the true word. That line that he said, you gotta play it back. I can't. True, speak the true words. Otherwise, why would you get involved? That right there, that shit went hard. Big shouts to everybody in that track because that was a fire hit.
All right. Wow. Okay. I have to just say, man, like, I know I've been seeing True gassing this up for a long time. I've been seeing Vet Life doing the same, gassing it up, and I've been super excited to check this out. And and this is my first time reaction to True. I didn't watch it just yet because I really wanted to put this on and review it and like just give it my full. So I just gotta say, from the order that you guys even had it in, from Nico to True, and then finishing off, Diz and Tev, like I just think that was so perfectly orchestrated. I think the way you guys did that was like, it was so good. And like having the backdrop being just all white while y'all are wearing all black. Like, I just think it's just such a cool contrast that goes with it as well. So from the, so blended in perfect. From song structure to video shoot, I think that, like, dude, this is like probably one of my favorite things that you guys have done. You know what I mean? And I mean that. Like, this is amazing. So great job to you guys. Like, I don't really have any rooms for improvement. I think you guys absolutely killed it. Like, there's nothing. No,
definitely. Look, that outweighs a lot of stuff that people try to put on the radio. Yeah, that has more that everybody that put in on that came with more value than people that are trying to send into the radio. Because honestly, real poets, they you don't hear them on the radio. You hear, the head bobbers, stuff to like help with the car drives and whatnot. You don't really hear nothing with value on the radio anymore. This
was really good.
This came with so much value, and everyone's different styles, and they all mashed well together. How you said with the blend and all, it was great. It was great, and the orchestration with the lineup, pristine. I'm
still waiting for True to put me onto something, because the thing is I anytime I put him on, like we were on Only One with Anti-Famous, and then I had him on Anxiety with me. I think that the world needs to have me and True on a beat where we just rap. You know what I mean? I think that me and True need to have a song that we just rap on. And I think that True, you need to get that organized, get it together, send me the open verse, and give me the concept. And
Honestly,
I love the growth from what I've seen from where you were when I first met you to where you are now, and just seeing how you've shined through these obstacles that you faced, especially over the last year and a half. I'm proud of you, dude. This is
that one song.
you're doing great, bro. So keep it up. Keep it up.
You know that one song, "We Are the World," where it has all these different artists and they give their own verses.
Yeah.
I will and this is just out the head. I would love to throw it in the clouds. Even though I'm doing this with you, I don't really partake with the artistry, with the writing down music and putting down anything down on tracks. But I would help put in for something with you, True, Josh, Blit. I'll throw in for that. You know what I'm saying? Even if I gotta fly out there, I'll help get everybody together just so it just be like a whole echelon cipher and shit like that. Y'all just
once we move back because we're moving back, moving to Colorado next year. So once we get out there, I mean, you want to come out and visit? I mean,
I already know I already have the vision of the place,
the
scenery and all that, and a semi-title of what y'all could possibly name it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cipher with the Gods.
Yeah. Oh,
you have
Garden of the Gods. Hold on. True.
Yes.
True. Cipher of the Gods. And then each of us are all one of those.
Y'all just chilling at a part of the Garden of the Gods, and it's just y'all just be doing something.
That would be, and then have it at Garden of the Gods. Do the video at Garden of the Gods, bro. Hold on.
And, obviously Cipher. So it's if you not spitting, you could be token, right? But here's the thing: you passing the whatever, if you want to smoke or whatever, even if you want to keep, but whatever you holding, whoever you passing it to next, they next in the cipher.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of commentize it a little bit too. But
effects on that would be so cool between each artist, where it'd be like a lightning strike and transition over in a circle, so it'll go to the next artist, and then the next artist is okay, that's sick.
Yeah, that shit would be dope, bro.
You just manifested that into reality. So
look, and I will help put in to help make that into reality, bro. That would, and this is something I've been talking to you about for a couple years now, actually, and now that a lot more. And that we've taken the side to ride with this, and we're a lot more artists that's coming in, and a lot of them are having with some hits. They you know what I'm saying? Let's get the artists out there. Let's get the poets, the ones who really have the real value with what they're saying.
Our time is coming, man. That's why I truly feel the circle that I have with my people that that make music and all that. I think that it's a special group of people, because what we're doing is we're bringing a different sound to the music industry. You know what I mean? So and it's something that the world needs to hear as well. So
and it's not just here, but they need to remember that's what music was brought into the world for.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
People after what 2005, 2006, music just kind of repetitive with the same old.
Right.
And there wasn't value, what you guys bring to the table, everyone you've had your circle with, everyone you've laid content with and has brought value. You bring value, you bring tremendous value. And big shout outs to you and your whole circle and everybody. True. You guys bring a value that it's, and without saying, this goes into actual show. And we were playing the game yesterday, and you even heard a little, and this is a testimony to how strong this will of power to when it becomes here to stay, and you have that confidence and you have that drive to feeling like you're here to stay. It brings a different momentum, and it brings a different motivation through the life. We were on the game yesterday. Somebody really needed an out touch. They just needed to hear something different. That
was a moment. That was a cool moment. That was a really cool moment that you had. Your friend,
a taste of something different, but a taste of something valuable. And I'm not.
It plants a seed, man. What that does, it plants a seed. By showing him that song, it planted a seed, because I felt like he needed to hear it. I mean, it was very clear from the sound of what he's going through, that he needed there to be, somebody that understands that, and a voice that kind of can replicate exactly what, he's probably thinking about and going through.
Yeah. So. And, he would not to,
Benjamin, are you still in the chat, bro?
Not to sound crazy or nothing like that, but yesterday, he was talking to us for a little bit. And he was like, I'm really feeling like today was the end day for me. I was like, I'm glad you fucking came here. I'm glad you decided you wanted to knock on my door and just be let in, because if that's what you really wanted to do, you would have done it. But the Lord sent you to me. Something told you to come over here. And you came over here for a reason, and now you get to relax, you get to sleep peacefully, and you can wake up and knowing you're safe, and God's got you.
Yeah,
somebody's got you.
God's always got you, man. Like it's a comfort. It's a comfort that when you have that relationship with Him, and when you find that relationship with Him, it's something that changes your entire perspective and outlook on life, in more ways than you can count. Like you can even fathom. There's a number for. So I'm waiting to see if my buddy Benjamin jumps back in here, because so this is a really good friend of mine from Wyoming. Me and him were at the VA together up there, and he sent me something in, and I think he's told me before that he sings and that he does that, and so I'm excited to hear what he has. So I'm not sure if he's going to reply back or not. I know that he was in here a second ago, so in the email, what he was saying to me with this was that he sang this, and so I'm excited to see what this sounds like. So Ben, if
it look like true, like that little idea for God to sing for the gods too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'd be amazing if we got Blitz and Casual on the same track, because you already know they come out with some craziness.
I just think, look, I'll just say this one thing, and then I'll let y'all wonder what this means. Super Smash Bros. Album, and then I'll just let you kind of just maybe wonder what that means. Let that just resonate with something that might come out soon. So Benjamin, God. I'm not sure. I'm gonna review this now anyway. Benjamin, we're gonna go ahead and run this real quick.
Before you start this, I'm gonna let you respectfully. You're an asshole for that teaser, because that Lord. How long have I been talking to you, Josh, about this?
It's what planted the seed in my head.
I can't wait.
We've been talking about this for years, and I think we're finally about to.
Run with it.
Josh said who. I was just saying one thing, Josh. I was saying Super Smash Bros. Album, and I'm just leaving that out there for right now, just to see, and it's David's kind of already going nuts, because he's like, this is something that we're already like, it's like the drawing board phase still, you know what I mean? But that's all I'm gonna say, and we'll see we'll see what happens and when it happens. But me and Josh are working on a new album as well, so. There's that. And I'm releasing new music every month, man. When I say that my people work, bro, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Casual Pharaoh is sitting. If I'm not mistaken, Casual Pharaoh is sitting on like 5 unreleased albums right now, and dozens of singles, because that's all this man does is work and make music. Like, it's just an absolute workhorse when it comes to the music.
I think he's at work right now. That's
he's work right now. That's that love and support,
back to work.
That's that love and support. He's here to
hell yeah.
All right, hey yo, I'm not sure
that too, Josh.
So I'm not sure if so Ben, I wanted to review with Benjamin here, but if he's not popping back in. So while I'm waiting to hear back from him, I want to run this real quick. If you've been watching this channel, then you might have heard this already, but I really have to just say that me and Josh absolutely murdered this, and I got to show you guys a sneak peek off of our new album. This is second to none. And my lyricism in this, I'm just super proud of, man. So.
They say music is dead up until we arrive. The last poet's here to bring about the reason to ride. All the haters in the back, won't you come up front and let us show you how it's done? We place it second to none. Yeah. Got inspired by the great who knew just how to do it. The way the words they flow together is why we call it fluid. A bright idea to believe that I can make a movement from the bottom to the top. Just wait a second for the top. I take the beat and ride the wave until the sun sets. I make a feast of food for thought to feed my prime lips. Just take a seat and soon you'll see what comes to mind next. I'm Dr. Suchitawa, used to pen and rhyme text. As Mac and Pharaoh, we're the poets and we're here to stay. The truth is written in the books, will never fade away. Don't need the media to validate the truth be told through every word and every line. Our music's here to make it right. Music is dead up until we arrive. The last poet's here to bring about the reason to ride. All the haters in the back, won't you come up front and let us show you how it's done? We place it second to none. Music is dead up until we arrive.
ride. The last poet's here to bring about the reason to ride. All the haters in the back, won't you come up front and let us show you how it's done.
Let's go, Casual. I'm a necromantic, acrobatic lyricist. My tongue's sporadic, spitting that slick and so weaken the dead with the words I whip. You know that weapons, hoping that I'll resurrect the corpse of rap. I know I'm next. I'm hoping that I'm ripping the script that'll listen more than a listen to pass. A tangible feeling, my mandible dealing amounts to the healings you need at last. The consummate, intimate, intellect, inert, went and freed at last. Like I needed that, either that or a tempo pressed heat up blast. See the past, speeding past, proceed to rest. I need a nap. Up in, humble, looked over, passed by. Last night was the last time. Last time the man cried. No tears and no fears, and if I think I slipped, ripped tear ducts from my eyes. Came from the slum, played in the mud, got myself out, cleaned myself up. Entered the biz, started a buzz, A to a B, 1 to a 2, no passing me, I'm passing you, so forth and so on. Mac and Casual Pharaoh, placing second to none. They say music is dead up until we arrive. The last poet's here to bring about the reason to ride. All the haters in the back, won't you come up front and let us show you how it's done. We placing second to none. They say music is dead up until we arrive. The
Let me know what y'all think. I can watch you.
All the haters in the back,
Waffle Yeti, the song.
let us show you how it's done. We placing second to none. Yeah.
All right, we have to. Before we jump into Am I the A-hole Reddits, which is actually called Am I the Jerk tonight, we see Whitefield Yetis in the house, so big shout out to my boy Whitefield Yetis.
Big shout out, Whitefield. Hey, by the way, while you ain't here, brother, I wanted to say big congrats to you and Big Bro right here for y'all track Levitating. That is actually WB Mason's, or at least in my location, WB Mason's most favorite jam to just really ride out to. Because I throw a lot of my Big Bro's music out there, and it gets a lot of the attention I love for it to get, and some, if that makes sense. And y'all song right now has definitely got motherfuckers moving.
Well,
and
it don't release until next month, so can't wait for that.
Oh, I don't tell them the name. You know, whenever somebody asks, whenever
listen
to this song,
you pull in to
like,
grab a delivery and you have it rotating for them. That's awesome. Hold on, hold on. Finish what you're saying, and I'm hitting play, and we're gonna hear this because this song is so good, dude. Go ahead, finish what you're gonna say first.
So every time someone asks me, like, especially when it's one of your tracks, and bro, I got so much of your songs on like my shelf and everything, it's almost semi-hard to like tell which one is like released, and it's not so, dude. It's like,
you can play it all you want.
No, yeah, I live with your music, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I live with your music, bro. Your music flows through my soul every day because, I try to help push it out, and for what I feel like, for what it is, and a partial of me is intent for is to stay recovered, is to stay clean, stay narrow-minded, stay focused. And and it helps me stay focused while I need to check myself and stay focused. Yeah. That's what y'all music does, and it helps, and it saves a life. It saves multiple lives. So when they see me moving, and they start trying to reciprocate my energy and match my energy to their own, they're just like, yo, what is going on? That's the Big Bro right there, bro.
I appreciate that, bro.
And
that's why we do this, bro. That's why we do this, because each of us, we all carry a unique story behind our path to get here, and you'll be surprised how many people walk similar paths to that, or experience similar emotions, and that's what this music's for. That's why you relate so much to music, is because when you hear something that it almost sounds like I'm here and I understand. Like it makes you go,
it's like I drown out, and I'm like in a complete whole different world.
Absolutely. So without further ado, y'all, this is your chance to hear it unreleased. This won't be dropping until August. But this is Levitating with Mac and Whitefield Yeti. Shout out, brother. Thank you for being on this one. Let's go.
Yo. Hey, yo. Shout out Whitefield Yeti. Shout out my boy Abyss. Y'all ready? Let's go. Mountains move every time they hear the beat drop. The poet's here to bring about the way the quill talks. With every note I'm bringing music in the waves. Every line and every rhyme I'm levitating through the maze. Ground shakes with every time I drop a new track. I'm back and I'm rapping, attacking every way a new hack. I'm like a virus to the fakes with bringing real raps. Don't need to curse to prove I'm him, I'm bringing true fact. I'm dropping in like I'm a comet, bringing a new sound, reviving music from the ruins into places hellbound. I'm bringing light into the dark to help to pave the way to be the change. I'll make the change, the time is now, I'm here to stay. Mountains move every time they hear the beat drop. The poet's here to bring about the way the quill talks. With every note I'm bringing music in the waves. Every line and every rhyme I'm levitating through the maze. From the top of the drop, I'm like a rock in a sock. No stopping and not. Get that bubble to pop. From the mountains to the badlands. I am a beacon, leaking light into the grandstands. You pull a string, well, my hands are on 1,000 strands. See the secrets in the sands. Quick to change your plans. Be upset when you bet on a marionette. I'm motivating, levitating, moving through the maze. See yourself inside my shades. Mountains move every time they hear the beat drop. The poet's here to bring about the way the quill talks. With every note I'm bringing music in the waves. Every line and every rhyme I'm levitating through the maze. Mountains move every time they hear the beat drop. The poet's here to bring about the way the quill talks. With every note I'm bringing music in the waves. Every line and every rhyme I'm levitating through the maze.
Wait. That outro is so awesome.
Believe it or not, right there, that's when people are like giving me that look, like they just get out of my way.
That? Right.
They just
shout out to Blitz. Yes, shout out to Blitz for making that what he did, man. Blitz is just an absolute, and he's so crazy how good he is at this.
This man is giving fire, and all creating just gold.
Shout out my boy Abyss for that beat. So let me give you a quick one. So this one right here, I was scrolling my producer's beat store, and I've been using his music for like 3 years now. Anyway, I come across a beat that's new on the time. It says "Here to Stay." I'm like, oh, you cannot do this to me. You cannot do this to me. You're going to give me a beat called "Here to Stay." And that was that beat. And let me tell you, when I got excited, I told Kaylin, I was like, honey, they have a beat called "Here to Stay." I'm going to murder this. And she's like, all right, sounds good. So I get in here and I'm stuck. And bro, but I love this beat. And I didn't do nothing. I came out and I looked sad, and she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I can't write anything. And she's like, oh, it's okay. It'll come to you when it comes to you. But I was just like, but it says "Here to Stay." This should be coming. This should be flowing out right. I should be writing like novels.
Like instantaneously.
But then look, weeks later, I come out, do the hook, get my verse. And as I'm listening to it, I'm like, I want someone else on this, but I don't know who. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, there's somebody that when I first started making music, I had, started chatting with and whatnot, wife of Yeti. And I just was like, bro, me and him, I've been trying to do a song with him forever. So I sent this to him, and he goes, bet, I'm on it. I got this. And dude, so yeah, big shout out to Whitefield Yeti.
Oh yeah, big shout out to y'all.
Man, like that. This one gets stuck in my head. She says, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, this one is one of those ones that hook is just so there. This is going to be one of those stage songs. This is going to be one of those songs that you've got to do on stage, man. Like this. That's a crowd pumper right there. That's a crowd pumper. I don't care what anybody say. Yes. You know what? That song got me so motivated. I gotta take one for the team. That right there is that one song that you want to start with. You know what I mean? Like to really get the crowd going and then like go from there. So you know what? Like I think absolutely. So hey, shout out. Hey, and you know what, Pluto? I got your song, so we're gonna run you real quick before we get in by the jerk.
Pluto.
So, absolutely, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, and I also like how I kept it. I believe it was only 8 bars. Yeah, it wasn't 16. I think it was only 8 or 12. I think it was 8 though. So it was a super simple verse to write, but it was just like I really like the way we both came at it. Like it's so much attitude, so much fire behind it. It's awesome. So, all right, man. Shout out to you, Wife of Yeti. Appreciate you. Brother. All right, so y'all already know our sis Pluto. She just sent me something called Sky Symbols. I'm excited. That sounds like a cool name. Let's check this one out.
Sky Symbols. Ooh.
Shout out Pluto. Oh. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I like the energy. Oh.
What? It's blank. Yeezo, shut up.
Baby, I'm still falling, and I feel the emotions calling. Baby, I'm still falling, and I feel the emotions. 'Cause time's not on my side, but I could give a fuck about it. Time's not on my side, but I still won't make a fuss about it. 'Cause baby, I will meet you somewhere, and I know time won't lead us nowhere.
Come on, Pluto.
The
Agreed, Whitefield. Yeah, jump around punk.
Oh yeah, that's definitely that 90s style, that 90s style right there.
Baby, I will meet you somewhere, and I know time won't lead us nowhere. But it's the symbols in the sky will. Then who the hell am I to realign them? To realign them.
Right. Yo.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we have everybody.
Go
in here
first, or
right
should I go
now.
first?
You go first. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll give the flowers second. So my first critique.
Go to Blitz.
Yeah,
Go to
you come above the music. The sound goes perfect, and the meaning behind everything. I need to hear you yell that though. There's
Blitz
so many times
that.
that I was ready to hear you go exactly back to the 90s school punk and just have that yell.
Yeah.
And there was another song you did that I thought was the same thing. Nor of these tracks are bad, by the way. I want to give it its flowers in between what I'm saying, because it was a great track. It brings you back to that childhood days, because I instantly got back to like when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? The vibe, the setting, and I'm listening to the story with it, and I'm going with the story as well. So you definitely catch your listeners' attention, and you definitely got it. But you need to come above the music. Really throw your emotion out there, Pluto. Like it's in there. We hear it in there. It wants to come out. It has its little shakes. It has little you bring it out to a spec, but it's a teaser. Bring it really out. It is great. You know it's there, and it'll be a freaking greatness, phenomenal.
Absolutely,
you can do it.
So I'm going to tag team off.
It is definitely.
That was a really Pluto. You keep getting better. But I'm not going to stop recommending that you need to go to Blitz, because he will take what you just did, which was phenomenal for the mix you got. But Blitz is going to take that. And we have everyone in this chat that can verify that too, from Widefield, Josh, especially me. Like we can all test that, you take that right there where you have to Blitz, and he will blow that up. He will make that sound so good. And I know this because when I was doing my music, when I first started doing it, and I would do my quick recordings, my demos like that, the only thing he was missing was just that solid mix. It could be the greatest song ever, but if the mix is not correct,
it is a great song. It's the message and everything. And like you feel everything, and that's
that song deserves the respect that Blitz can give.
Her voice is great because it has that emotion, and it catches instantly. Like I like her voice. I love her voice because it drowns you already into the emotion. Yeah. And like I'm already feeling like I'm in the story, so it's like I feel what it feels, but it's like I'm gonna use this song for example because it is one of those that brings it. Like you want it to come out, like yell that feeling out. Yeah. Like you want to go Super Saiyan, you want to just hi-ya and go balls to the wall, and I let that out through your voice too.
And I feel like I heard that, but it was just the rock instrumentals always have a way of drowning out vocals. And that's all that is. I feel like that, take his advice, because I feel like that maybe I did hear some of that where you were really belting and it sounded good, but what it needed to do is it was like almost like you were under the surface of the beat. Like if it puts you right into the beat, not above it, not below it, but if you can, that's what Blitz will do is he will insert
like even if you came up, even you don't have to go to like
match your tone, and he'll take the key of that beat or that instrumental, he'll match it with your tone, and he'll make it to where it blends like a nice haircut, like a good fade, right? It'll blend it perfectly. So I will pay. Look, Pluto,
and look, she don't honestly, bro, she don't even need to come up that much louder.
What? No, that's exactly. She doesn't need to come up much louder because Blitz can fix all of that. You can whisper into a mic, and Blitz can turn that into something you can hear on a beat. So I need you to go to Blitz. I will pay for the session. I don't care. You need to get that song done by Blitz.
I'll put in for that too. So I'll put it for that too.
So one more for Pluto. Hey,
no, that ass, and like that you gotta have talent. and it needs to be directed the proper way for your proper ability and your proper skills, because you're a poet too. You bring a different, not only a different gender because you're a female versus the male aspect of what normally, in that sense, I guess. But what we've been normally having is males, males bringing it. But you're the first female that's really like thrown reviews in here and all that. And like, I felt every review we've given. I felt the words. I felt the vibes. I felt the energy of what the lyrics provide.
I love that. Yeah, no, Sky Symbols. What a great name for it too. Sky Symbols. Like, what a great name for that. So, hey, check it out. So, as y'all already probably assumed, since Casual Pharaoh's in here, he definitely he's going to bless us with some new music. I'm going to look at the timestamp real quick. We're at 1:30 exactly. Here we go. So I know where to cut. Casual Pharaoh, music's the wave. Josh, if you don't.
Volume up, I don't feel no pain. IQ 182 on my first through hurt you. Turn a snake dude into steak food. Thankful for the fake fools that I ate through. Thank you for the gruel too. I am grateful, hateful. Turn a T-bone to a pistol. Fistful of bullets, I'ma put it through your tissue. Issue a challenge, I'm out of balance and wistful. Whistle is balance, obscures the malice that hits you. Hip to the phallus, you're out of bounds, so I rip you. Skip to the palace, I'm on the grounds with a missile. Stick to a phallus, I'm about to pound out the whole mood. Sick to him, callous, devouring up your whole crew. Never need a piece of this peace of mind, I am mortified. Beseech your beast to feast and I eat and then metamorphosize. Release a part of me, it's the demon free and immortalized. Think before you speak, I got mean reaching, ignoble drive. Drink it through your teeth on a beach and a bees of poison pride. Sink it to the deep of the lurking and murky mortal tide. Leap before you seek a serenity's many mortified. Peak of what the weak have released in recently broken time. Get a grip of speech and it means immediately formalized. They're into the breach and it seems eternally vilified. Careless as you reach for the slow and trickling. Save the time the king just took a seat and it seems the throne is now occupied.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
I feel the rain. Headphones on, volume up. I don't feel no pain.
Love the song, Josh.
The singer's the messenger. The song's the secret. A great song can make the worst singer in the world a star. And a bad song can't be saved by the three greatest singers in the world. I learned that 50 years ago.
Music's the way.
Singers are the messenger.
It's also about how the song makes you feel.
Of course it is, man. Of course it is, but it ain't new. Been doing it a long time, man. But those early brothers, Brown, Bach, Beethoven, they took up all the good shit, man. They used up all the good notes.
Right, yeah.
As I walk on, I feel the rain. Headphones on, volume up. I don't feel no pain.
I felt that.
Music's the way.
I felt that, yes.
I do. Okay, so I'm going to go first on this one because I really want to say right now that that's a flow I've never heard you use before. And what was awesome about it was with the way that you were chopping it up on that with the slower beat, but you were able to keep that cadence, bro. Like everything you said was understandable. Everything you said that like it came out really clear and concise, and like the way you hit those pockets were really they hit correctly. You know what I mean? And I really think I give that 10 out of 10, and I can't wait. I saw you had another song that it's called Riddles with you and J Prime's beat or J Prime's. I'm gonna wait till that's mastered before we put that on. I want to hear that with its full representation. I want to hear.
What's the name of it?
It's called Riddles, but I want to wait until that's done before we review that because I want to hear that done, finished. And
that sounds interesting. All right, so you guys,
phenomenal work, Josh.
Yes, definitely phenomenal work. The melody, dude, and I harp a lot about the melody of how you guys feng shui y'all songs. But that's a little bit of how you get your listeners, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to keep the melody. You want to keep them. You want to keep them in motion. You don't want them to have the high rise or the roller coaster feeling or anything like that. You know.
Like suddenly crashes out halfway through the beat and just starts spitting hard, and the beat just goes dark.
Yeah, and then you're just like, wait,
if that song led into like a dark drop, like heavy talk, that'd be cool. That's a really good song, Josh. No disrespect to the song, but
yeah.
Just go bananas.
But it's like, you know, it doesn't give no roller coaster. It doesn't give no roller coaster. It doesn't give no like in and out. You guys definitely keep that feng shui into everything, and you guys are slowly. You guys surely but surely, and I said that correctly. Surely but surely have definitely like transformed my mindset with the concept of music through life. And it happened at the best time of my life because, it was after, that moment of life when people discover more about themselves, and they do a lot more like self-inventing, self-establishing to the
Right.
soul and all that, got to clean themselves up, if
Right.
you may will say.
Right.
Something obviously would need to fill the void of said like interest since other stuff is gone. Y'all have filled the void.
Right.
You guys have kept a certain level of like, with everything I listen to with you guys, and it's not just you, obviously, brother, but like Josh. I'm hoping to get more of Wi-Fi Yeti's sound, more of Pluto's sound. Everybody you really just like, I want to say, can like introduced me to, like with their poetic lyricism. It's definitely like just in layman terms, saved the life. So all you guys are like a superhero without that cape, without that letter on that chest. And the world needs y'all to really like just be out here because there's a lot of people that need saving. And you guys provide that effortlessly with what you guys just do every day.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Good. Really, really well put too. Wi-Fi Yeti says the head bob on the headphone part is catchy and inspires that participation from a listener to join you. Absolutely, because that's what it is. Like we all are in sync that in certain ways that the beat rides in the certain ways. I mean, it's like the same with metalheads when they bang their head. When you're listening to a good song and the way you move to it, like I mean, it's contagious. You know what I mean? It is. And like so if you're listening, it'll help get people also to be on there as well. So if you're not going to send it also, okay, sounds good. And while we're waiting for you to send that one, Josh, okay, now it's y'all's turn. Now it's y'all's turn. Hold
on. I'm sorry, but I gotta say this. I'm sorry to cut you off. Why do I feel? I just pictured how Josh would have said that in person. He's like, if you're not gonna play riddles, I'm gonna send something else.
He understands. I want to hear this when it's done. I'm sure it sounds super dope, just as a mix. But I think that I want to do it justice with it being done. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be. I'm not judgmental towards it, but I want to. My first time hearing it, I want it to be like, So it's y'all's turn though. While we're waiting for Josh to send, you understand, Josh. I'm sure you understand. While we're waiting for him to send a different track in, it's y'all's turn. We're going to play the game called Y'all Give Me Your Review. I'm going to play I'm going to play just an intro and a verse of something.
He said, "Nope, I'm not sassy."
We know.
But you're playful with family, so that's where that comes out with. Because I'm not sassy, but I'd be like that with my brother.
So I'm going to give you guys a little something. I want you guys to give me your feedback on this. It's just it's a hook into a verse, and because we're doing this, I want to hear y'all's feedback. If you want to type it out, or you just thumbs up, whatever you want to do, or thumbs down, even if it doesn't matter. Like, send me what you think of this. Check this out.
ABCs are like 1, 2, 3. I'm counting all the times they got the better of me. But hold on, just wait and you'll see. I'm getting better by the letter as I'm better in me. So ABCs are like 1, 2, 3. I'm counting all the times they got the better of me. But hold on, just wait and you'll see. I'm getting better by the letter as I'm better in me. Let's go! Moving fast so you know that I'm a quick learner. Found a pen and pad and moved it from the back burner. Fresh out the press, I've been dropping hits, I'm reloading. Pull out the map, you'll have to navigate where I'm going. Every day I gotta go ahead and raise the bar. Upon myself, my competition is the one in charge. In the mirror as I'm looking at how far I come, you must be stupid if you think that I'm even closer done. Look at these split, look at the verses I spit. I'm just kidding, I just say it how it is, how I live. Yeah, been on this planet, I just turned 36. I give up dope to finding hope, I'd say I found a new fix. And I'ma keep on fighting all these demons, keep on writing all these meanings, keep on trying, never leaving, keep on climbing. From the gutter to the high beam, from a stutter to the rhyming, from the trap up to the stage, I found my home, I'm here to stay, yeah. ABCs are like 1, 2, 3. I'm counting all the times they got the better of me. But hold on, just wait and you'll see. I'm getting better by the letter as I'm better in me.
All right, there's that. So I want y'all's feedback now. That's something I'm working on. I want y'all's turn. Give me your review. Let me know what you think. David started off. Type it in the messages. Let me know.
Listen. That was a catchiness. Oh, Man, I'm gonna have to talk with you on that one. A sidebar outside of here.
Yeah.
On a real note, brother. I'm gonna have to have a word with you on the side note with that.
Okay.
I got something for that.
Okay.
I got something for that.
All right. Aside from that side note,
but Baby Raya is crying. Give me a second.
Yeah, go take care of things. So, what do y'all think in the chat? What are y'all thinking in the chat? Give me some feedback on that? What would you like? What did you not like? The fire symbols tell me that it's fire, so let it burn. Yes, that's a great song too. What do you think of this song? No. Oh, there we go. No, but really though. So anyway, yeah, I'd like to hear what you guys think about that one, and then I want to, before we get into the "Am I the Jerk" instead of "Am I the A-hole," I want to give you guys a little preview of something, and then we're going to jump into that. This is if you've made it this far and you want to give a quick check out. I'm going to give you guys the early preview of God Can You Hear Me's official music video, and then of course it's going to get deleted after this. So enjoy it while you can. Please don't screen record, for this movement is copyright and trademarked by Mac Made Music and Here to Stay, and Here to Stay exclusive, has all rights to the music video, and all contents within the music itself. I really enjoyed the lyrical growth and variance. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. It felt fun. That felt, whenever I was rapping on that one, it felt like sort of I don't want to say Beastie Boys, but more of that boom bap type. And it's something that I don't do. You know what I mean? That's not something that I'm really used to doing. And then a couple of the songs that I'm working on for our album, the song Get the Crown and The Matrix, like totally different styles of rapping as well. But oh my Lord, dude, like as soon as it's done, as soon as the verses were done and I recorded them, I had to look back and I was like, okay, yeah, no, this is really good. So what y'all think? Is Widefield still in there? You got any feedback, or anyone else? Pluto, are you still here? Let me know what y'all think of that one before we jump into my final. Actually, I think Josh is sending me another song we're going to listen to first. I haven't got it. Oh wait, we got Widefield Yeti too. Oh, we have Widefield Yeti. Hold on, y'all. Hold on a second. We have a Widefield Yeti. I didn't see that. I already had another email as well. All right, we're gonna do a Widefield Yeti track before I'll finish off with mine later. We'll go ahead. I want to get the people who are sending their stuff in. So, here we go. That once David gets back, we're gonna go ahead and pop that on Widefield Yeti. If you're still in the chat, okay, sweet. There you are. Nomadic Nostalgia, Widefield Yeti, aka or WF Yeti. Yeah, sweet. Okay. How old is this song? I wonder how old this song is. I'll have to look into this one. Featuring Def One Widefield Yeti. Oh, so this is so the artist's name is Nomadic Nostalgia. No, the song name is okay. So Def One and Widefield Yeti. Okay, there we go. Okay, that makes sense. Door play on the hook is not. Yeah, isn't it? Did you catch on to it? How I said ABCs are like 1, 2, 3 with the counting all the times they got the better of me, and then I'm getting better by the letter. So it's like the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s counting all the time. Yeah, okay. Glad you caught on to that. I was like, this is going to be one of those intricate the hooks that it's fun and it's bouncy, but if you really like think about it, like it's actually the way that the hook is written out it took me a second to make sure that was correct. I wanted to make it something really cool. David's on daddy duty. You know, it would be cool if I had a little sound effect in here that was like was it Jeopardy? I think it was Jeopardy. That sound when you're waiting for someone to select their answer, it goes like do 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 do. I need to get that for the soundboard because I'd like to have it on moments like this. But at the end of the day, you know, parents, you got to take care of the kids first, no matter what. And he's on daddy duty tonight, but you know, nonetheless, no matter what, the kids will always have to come first, and we stand on that always. I like the album art on that. That looks like Buena Vista. Nomadic Nostalgia. All right, well, we're waiting for him. Let's see. Yeah, I really wish I had some Jeopardy music. I think that'd be cool. That'd be something. That's something I'm gonna get for the soundboard for sure. We could do this. To my 3 watchers, I appreciate y'all staying tuned in. So what we're going to end up doing is I'm going to go ahead and push my exclusive sneak peek of the music video to the very end of the show. We're going to get to the "Am I the Jerk" after this, and then we'll check out my music video at the end of this. So if you want to check it out, stay tuned until the very end. It's really a phenomenal video that my fiance filmed. Nathan Brandt at Chasing Mice Media did the edits on, mixed and mastered by Blitz, and produced by Abyss. Reminds me of Rugrats. The song or your album art? The song, yeah. Oh, the song. I like so the way the beat is, like how that has a don't.
Fuck, I apologize.
You're right though. No, you're kind of right though. That does kind of sound like Rugrats. The beginning of that "Bettering Me" song, David, is a doom 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 doom. He says it reminds him of Rugrats. I agree.
Yeah.
Yo, so we have a Whitefield Yeti song. We're gonna lock in. Here we go. Shout out Whitefield Yeti. Shout out Def One. Nomadic Nostalgia.
We want to hear him say,
okay, ready?
Sing along with it. We want to hear you say, let's go, come on. Interdimensional, nonsensical pencil, strategically set my stencil. I'm elemental. I flip the pen and I'm tapping, I'm more than tentative. A crooked grin and I'm letting all of the venom in. I'm too cold to trembling. You're not hot but simmering. From Dropbox to boombox, you're losing and using loose shots. I am the riddler, nobody sounds similar. Fine lines, I'm peddling, picking up the adrenaline. Your immunity inside reality, and unity is fragile. Battle with a fractured axle, put a head in the satchel, and tackle a pterodactyl. My paradox unlocks the fine lines of a fractal, mathematically tactical, fundamentally factual. I am an animal, this is unsustainable. I'm unavailable, my style's unattainable. We wanna hear him say, sing along with it. We wanna hear you say, let's go, come on. It's nonsensical. 2 rhyme inhibitors, road rage certificates, fitted hats and dividends. It's understandable. Pull forth for the antidotes, shooting flames and cannonballs, propane and cannibals. I'm pretty certain we turning up the intensity. Fall back into liberties, bars they so riveting. Please be defeated. We leaving the scene. Criminal actions all a blast backwards, straight to the dome piece. You can't fuck with me and you can't touch him. Stronger than ever with these moves, can't touch this. Deuces to these bitches, they confused. Get it's pretty evident that we the fucking truth, bitch. Harder than your average fucking rapper from your local scene. Promise you that we deliver no matter the area. Ain't gotta worry cause we be the ones that carry her. Torch the bitch down, make these motherfuckers sing it like. Sing along.
Catchy.
Oh yeah. This definitely wasn't lying when the head bob allows you to listen and go with it.
One more time.
He's about to snap again. Hold on. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Oh, what?
I was about to say,
No.
I thought he's gonna snap again. I was about to say, no, that's phenomenal.
That definitely had that. He was like the listener was ready for another one.
I was ready.
Yeah.
That was the vibe that was giving me, was that it was about ready to like just go back in again. So that was awesome. So good job, Whitefield, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely good job.
I've always liked the way that he rhymes, the delivery, the way he delivers it out. It's like nostalgic. It brings back like that old school rap, like, you know what I mean, like the way. That,
oh yeah, no, that definitely. I feel like that was definitely more of like I felt like a similar West Coast vibe to it, but again, you guys are on a different coast than I am, so definitely it was different than out here.
Oh, you're good, Whitefield. No worries, brother. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, that was really good. I definitely like that one a lot. I feel like I've heard that one though. I feel like I've heard it. Maybe not. I'm not sure, but I do feel like I've heard that one though. But I really like the way that like even in the instrumental, like it has like that old school West Coast like dirty rap, like the Boys in the Hood sort of not dirty stuff, but like Boys in the Hood sort of vibe. But then like the way that they rapped on it was just so good, just so good.
It definitely brought me back to the old like Boys in the Hood and whatnot vibes.
Yeah, that was really good. I really like that one. All right, let's see. Did Josh end up sending another one in? No, he did not. Okay. All right.
Duty calls.
All righty. So that means we're going to move into our next part. This is Am I the Jerk? So this is going to be.
Listen, I heard some of the sneaks on this when Sissy was coming up with these. And boy, this is I can't wait for these.
Yeah, this is going to be great. So I guess some of them are Am I the A-hole and some of them are Am I the Jerk? But we're going to see. I mean, regardless, it means the same thing. You know what I mean? So it means
we'll determine if you're the jerk or an a-hole.
Right. Exactly. So here we go. This should be easier for y'all to read now. I know that it's been a lot smaller, so this will be easier to kind of follow along and as we go. Read it from here. So what's that? This should be easier for y'all to read now.
I didn't select any of those.
Oh, well, that was.
Refresh the page.
Here, let me go to. I might have just clicked it over. All right, my bad. 1 second. Technical difficulties. They're always.
Hey. That's a traditional. That's a tradition thing. Right. It'd be an off day if we didn't have a technical.
All right, perfect. All right, let's get it. Okay.
Right.
You know what's funny? You know it says like Am I the AITJ? Am I the jerk? This is Am I the jerk? But the funny thing is, you could almost say Am I the jackass, which would be basically the same thing, right? I wish I had a donkey sound for this, so that way at the end of it, if we think they're a jackass, I can.
I got plenty of screwdrivers for that one.
Oh, wow. That's hilarious. Okay, so let's go. All right. Am I the jerk? My best friends won't be coming to my wedding. Okay, here we go. This should be interesting.
Oh, that starts off kind of fucking weird.
I'm giving my account to my cousin. She's going to be writing from now on. She doesn't have Reddit and doesn't want an account, but likes to use mine. Haha. We're both following along. Cool story. Okay, my best friends, or at least that's what I thought, won't be coming to my wedding. I'm getting married in July. I'm female 38, so as you've guessed, I'm the last one of my friends to get married. Well, no one guessed that. No one cared.
Well, I mean, that's one of the non-essential facts.
That's the last thing I guessed because I didn't really ever think about it. I'll keep this short. My best friends can't come because here we go. She got bulletin points and everything. This is all right. I can't come because I'm too tired.
What? I'll keep this list short, my ass.
Hold on. I can't come to your wedding because I'm too tired. Wait, what?
I'm too tired.
Oh, wait. Okay, sorry, guys.
6 months in advance with no kids.
Okay. These are excuses. Okay, my bad. Okay, I had that wrong because I was sitting here thinking that they were saying that this is what they were saying is that they can't go to their wedding, but this is my best friends won't come to my wedding. So
her excuses.
So these are the excuses from the best friends, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So I can't come because I'm too tired. Said 6 months in advance with no kids. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. My child is allergic to cars. Wait, what? Wait, so
what?
Like are you deathly allergic to cars? Will it cause you to break out into hives?
Hold on. Oh. I can't come because I'm too tired. Said 6 months in advance with no kids. But then the second bullet is my child is allergic to cars.
Well, are these several different friends or is these the same ones giving different excuses? I think these are several.
Because now you're just throwing me in a loop, Houdini.
Oh,
what is going on?
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
And in 6 months, you're going to have a kid?
You already know. I think these all have to be different. So this is the same person. Let's keep going. So my child's allergic to cars.
Hold on. It says my best friends is plural.
My best friends. Yeah, my best friends, as in
multiple people.
Multiple people.
These are multiple excuses.
Okay, so one of them says I can't come because I'm too tired. Do you remember that? I can't remember what it was called. It was a doodle thing back on YouTube. It was like a doodle thing. It was like this is Earth round. And it's just like I'm gonna blow up the world. He's like, well, I'm tired. Okay, we'll go take a nap, and then we're gonna blow up the world. I can't remember what that was called, but it was really popular in like 2010. But anyway, I'm too tired. I'm tired, right? I can't. Okay, cool. You're too tired 6 months in advance. Sounds good. My child flirts with the cars, not a destination. She lives in the same city, so there's no need for a car. Well, okay, yeah. I'm sick of weddings.
How are you gonna get there? You're gonna walk with a child?
Another person. So your third best friend said, "I'm sick of weddings. I'm married, woman, and a mom. I'm married. I'm a woman and a mom." Wait, what? The way it's worded is sounding really stupid right now. I'm sick of weddings. I'm married, woman, and a mom. So I don't care about your wedding. Is that what?
Oh wow.
Wait, I'm
wow. The way she ended that excuse, I don't care about your wedding.
So the exclamation point must have been, yeah. I'm 2 weeks pregnant, so I can't come in a month. I can understand that one, no problem. But she went to several weddings while pregnant with her second child. Oh, so what? What? Hold on. The receipts are coming in. The receipts are.
She's pointing them out.
The receipt. The ends of the world. That's right, Josh. It was called the end is the world or something like that. So another wedding? No, so annoying. Well, I came to yours. I paid 200 euros or 2,000 euros for your bachelorette party and your wedding. But okay. Oh my god, dude.
Wow.
I have a show planned for the weekend again a year in advance. But I can't criticize. I'm rooting for my friend's career. And I went to all her concerts, even in other countries.
I mean,
I want to point out that
that's like she's throwing shade, but not trying to throw shade at the same time. But pick a side.
I want to point out that I've never asked for a bachelorette party. I don't care. I'm not interested. An invitation isn't a summon. I understand that. There's no problem. But it's just that I went above and beyond physically and emotionally and financially for these girls. And I'm hurt, honestly. So, yeah, each of them are individual girls. These are your best friends. All of them literally had an excuse. All of them talk about you behind your back. They all gossip on you.
Yeah.
The minute that you leave after you're all hanging out together and they all go like, bye, OP. And she just then as soon as she's walked away, the rest of them go like they start just straight mad dogging on her, bro. Like that's you could tell just by all their excuses. I'm surprised one didn't say, "Oh wait, my child's allergic to the car. I'm sick of weddings. I can't because I'm too tired. 6 months." Bro, these people are terrible people. Okay, am I ridiculous? Am I crazy? Am I the jackass or am I the jerk? TLDR, my best friends won't be coming to my wedding because they have their own lives. What do y'all think?
Sounds like you picked the wrong friends, but no, I guess it's not your fault that they're not coming. It's their fault that they're coming. Like, how are you the jerk?
That's extreme, right? Isn't that kind of like they're kind of those are idiots. Those are here, type it in. Am I the a-hole? 1 for yep, 2 for no. It's same thing with jerk. Flood the comments. What do y'all think? Because okay, so I don't think that you're a jackass. I think you mean. I think okay. So let me say this.
If you really think about it, the way everything's pointed out, there's no she didn't make no decision of them showing up or not. She sent the invitation. They all rejected it. So she don't really necessarily look like any type of way. She looks like her friends are turning their back on her.
Yeah.
They're the jackass if you really think about it.
Yeah. So here's this might make sense. You're not the jerk for this, but you are a jerk for having these people as your friends. You're a jerk for not having better friends. So maybe you should get better friends. But this is like I wish that she wrote like my once called so-called best friends from back before I found out that this is how they are. Like when it comes to me, they're going to be all about me, but when it comes to her, we're too busy. I'm too tired. You know what I mean? Like I have I have another wedding I'm going to, or I'm 2 weeks pregnant, so I can't come in a month. Like just this ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think you're a jerk, but I think that those people are jerks. And if you keep being friends with them, then I'll keep calling you a jerk.
That makes you an equal jerk.
Really,
it means you do the same thing to them to each other. Y'all all jerks then if y'all do that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because I'm pretty sure they'd probably put posts about them too.
Right. Okay, this is gonna be great. All right. Am I the jerk for buying my fiance a tote bag at the Tammy Impala concert, whatever that is? My fiance,
What?
21 female. My fiance is an I-21 male. Attended the Tame Impala concert in Tampa, Florida, with our best friends who happened to be engaged to each other. They were running on a bit of a tighter budget than us, so we were in the 100s. They were up in the 300s. So the show was designed for it to be a great view for everybody, so there's no issues. This issue surprisingly arose from me buying my fiance the Dojo tote bag. For some background, while we were in seemingly, this is going to be one of those never-ending like introductory stories, right?
Oh my god,
never-ending, yeah, never-ending, exactly. So while we were in this dude's like he's writing everything that needs to be known apparently. While we were in
life.
While we were in seemingly never-ending merchandise line, her best friend, we'll call her Tiff for sake of anonymity, mentioned a few times how cute she thought the tote bag was, but she wanted was 130 zip-up jacket. Her fiance said to her that they're saving up money to pay for their wedding, and if she gets one of the $50 shirts, he would gladly buy her a tote bag as well. But no, she needed a jacket. While they were having this conversation, my fiance expresses interest in the tote bag as well, and she was only getting a tee. I saw no issue in surprising her with the tote bag as she liked it. Well, we continued in line until we got to the register, and like I said, I buy her a shirt, buy myself a shirt, and of course the infamous tote bag. Our two groups
tote bag. Like this was a problem to have this. I want to know what kind of bag this was then.
Our two groups meet outside of the line, and God forbid Tiff sees my fiance with her new tote bag. She immediately went silent, seemingly pouting that my fiance got the tote bag and she didn't. So we go on and we get our seats, and it's all swell until after DJO finishes his opening set. My fiance received a text. Is it wrong that I'm really sad and angry he bought you that tote that I wanted? And I know he did it to get at me.
What?
You think that's what he did? Do you think that he got it just to get at you, or do you think he got it because maybe he just wanted to get his fiance a tote bag because they're at a concert?
What if she wanted it? You ever thought that? Like, what if he bought that for his fiance because that's what she wanted too? What if there's nothing wrong with two people wanting the same shit? It's not like it's going to one household. Wow.
I don't think so. Sorry. I don't think that he bought it to be in spite of the fact that your husband wouldn't buy you one.
Definitely not. Not.
You made a good point. You want to know what kind of bag that was, David? It was a tote bag. Don't matter what the freaking name is on it. It's a freaking tote bag. You put stuff in it and carry it, right? According to her fiance, she was miserable the whole concert. Oh, apparently she even cried. Wait, what? You cried too? All because I bought a tote bag my fiance wanted. And she, for some reason, thought it was a twisted ploy to get at her. For some context, I have zero reason to want to get at her. She's quite literally my fiance's maid of honor. And hypothetically, even if I did want to get at her, I'd find a hell of a lot better way to do it than spending $40 on a freaking bag. Since we got the tickets together, we also rode together. On the walk back to the car, she was completely silent, walking up. Jesus, grow up, lady. Come on. Her fiance and I confirmed that it's still about this damn tote. Even though after seeing an amazing show, she's still obsessed with this sick mentality that I'm out to get her by buying a $40 tote bag that my fiance liked. There's so much she said that I'm leaving out for time's sake, but please let me know if I ever did something wrong. Or if you invited these people.
Yeah.
That's what you did wrong. That's
Hold on. This is that phrasing where nice guys finish last because he tried to be nice and he's still not winning.
Man, yeah, like it's just like, dude, you just were doing what you thought was right, which is your fiance.
He hit the nail at the very end. I bought a bag that my fiance liked.
Yeah.
The fuck?
What else is there to say? What else is there to say?
First of all, why? The maid of honor, why ain't her man just like, yo, it's not that serious?
Look, hold on, let's go back. So her fiance said to her, since they're saving up money to pay for the wedding, if she gets that one of the $50 shirts, that he would gladly buy her tote bag as well. But no, she needed the jacket. So she wanted the $130 jacket, and so he got her the jacket. He didn't get her the tote because she didn't want the tote and the shirt. She just wanted the jacket. Oh my God, dude. Like, are you guys
you wanted this man to come out of pocket for a lot. And
like
look, the $40 tote bag plus the $130 jacket plus tax, you looking about $200. And you at a concert, so it's definitely gonna be a lot more.
So
and you gotta pay the help. Man,
you wanted the tote and the zip up, and you probably would have cried if you didn't get the shirt too. Let's be honest, you probably would have cried.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that was a nice shirt. I would have took it anyways.
I was totally trying to get your attention, saying I liked that shirt. Josh said, or it's throwing a whole tantrum over a cheap bag. Yep, absolutely. Isn't that crazy?
For real.
These people are allowed to drive. Cried over a bag. Everyone involved is an a-hole. Posting these online is a cringe AF. So a-holes, everyone involved. This is an emotional range of a toddler. Oh, 100%. Like they.
Oh yeah. I mean? Oh yeah.
Like if this is not like, so you are thinking that it was so I could imagine what her fiance, the one that tried to buy her the jacket, they ended up getting the jacket for her, like how she is at home with him. Like, you know what I mean? Like saving up for a wedding. Are you sure you want to go through with that wedding, bro? Like, here's the thing: is you have not locked in yet. So I don't know. Maybe you should think about that one before. Run, bro. Like that is your sign. Like being at that concert was like a sign that maybe this is not where you should be. Maybe this is a sign that you.
A sound where, like you watch. Let's say you're watching a video and you about to see somebody, like an animal, just get released or something that somebody's walking by, like them clown videos. And they see it, and it's just the whole thing just stops.
Oh, the bull comes out. The bull comes running out and stuff. Is that what
you're talking about? And then you hear that one run, and then the beat. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah. Throw the whole group away. All of them just kind of suck, don't they? All right. Am I the jackass? I'm gonna say jackass.
You need a 10 next weeks, man. You need a 10 next week so we can hear you.
We're gonna go with am I the if you want Josh, if you're not busy and excited, let's bring you on for this as well. Am I the jackass for not splitting the Airbnb refund equally after I was the only one who did all the work to forget it? Okay, but before we do that, let me say two things because it's either what's that? Yeah, either A, you spend a lot of time trying to find, kind of like what we're doing. We're looking for a wedding venue right now, and it's crazy trying to find the right one, right? So, but when you look for an Airbnb, how much time did you actually spend to find this Airbnb is what I want to know. We're about to find out, because if all you did was sit on your phone for 30 minutes to look for a perfect Airbnb for you and your friends, and then when they refunded it, if they paid towards it, you should give it back, in my opinion. Like if they put money towards it. So we're going to find out though. Okay. So me and my three friends, there's three of them too. So this is, booked an Airbnb for a long weekend in Porto back in April, back when we were, back when we got to the place, had a bunch of issues, broken AC. One of the bathrooms was basically unusable. The photos were clear like from 5 years ago. So the whole kitchen area looked nothing like it listed. Oh, that's a scam. You got scammed.
You scammed.
Boy, you got scammed. Everyone was annoyed, but nobody wanted to deal with it. I spent probably 2 hours total over the trip documenting everything, messaging the host, filing the claim through Airbnb support, going back and forth, sending photos. My friends were literally at the pool while I was doing this. So you were doing all the work to get the refund. Okay. Got a partial refund of 180 about a week after we got back, kept 90 and split the other 90 3 ways between the others. So they each got 30. One of them said that wasn't fair and the refund should be split 4 ways. So we each got 45. I told her I did all the work and actually got the money. Nobody else lifted a finger. She said, we all experienced the bad apartment, as if it was an argument. Like, yes, we all experienced it, but one of us spent hours actually doing something about it. Well, what did you need? Like 10 of you? Hold on. Would you have needed all of you to be on the phone messaging them? Or maybe like that? You kind of took it on yourself, but you kind of took it on yourself. It's
not like multiple accounts booked that one Airbnb. If that was the case and they each had a separate account to document that, that's one thing. But it was all purchased through one account. If I'm not mistaken, that's how Airbnbs work, right?
Yeah, it's all. Well, what's up, Richard? My boy, Radio Ray's in the building.
Hey, Radio Ray.
So what we're
I was just listening to Let It Go the other day too.
So yeah. Man, so like I said, we all experienced it, but only one of us spent hours actually doing something about it. So my question to you, bro, is did you take on all the did you say I'll get it taken care of, or did anyone else offer? Were you like the first one to say?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of content out of this that was left out.
I realize that you spent a lot of time going back and forth and sending photos, but you can't tell me that the whole time you were at that crappy Airbnb that you didn't like, that you weren't able to spend some time with your friends because what did you expect them to do? Like sit there and not enjoy it while you're doing all that? Like I think you are the jerk, and I'm going to say that straight up. I think for me personally, I think you're a jerk because if everybody put their part in, and even though it wasn't what y'all wanted it to be, and he worked on getting the refund back, like I don't think that means you keep more money. I think that at that point, that's really kind of low of you to keep a percentage because you did all the work. Well, bro, you were probably the first one to put your hand up. You probably assigned yourself as commander in chief of that operation, bro. Yeah, no, I think you are the jerk. What do y'all think?
Yeah, he's a jerk. I agree. I don't know if
I could tell you by the title alone, this individual is the a-hole. If they all paid equally, they all get equal. Exactly. And so, and especially after reading into it, when you see that, I probably spent 2 hours total over the trip documenting everything. Okay, cool. So you were there for a long weekend. You spent 2 hours of a long weekend doing what you probably volunteered to do, so that way you could get most of the split back, dude. Come on, you're a jerk, bro.
Man,
you're a jerk. You're for sure a jerk. Oh my god, like I hope that your friends I hope that you not giving the money that they put into it back to them made them give you the bird and send you sailing, bro, and have you go do something else because you're definitely a jerk for that. So I think we can all agree. Yeah, exactly. So he needs an hourly wage. I mean, he thinks it's his job. To do friends favors. Exactly. Like I said, he probably volunteered to do it. He's probably like, you know what, guys, I got the 17 Pro Max. I'm going to take the pictures. I'm going to get this squared away. Right. That's probably what he did. And then so he took advantage of all that. And I know that he spent 2 hours of a long weekend. What do you consider a long weekend? 3 days, right? 3 or 4 days. Because a regular weekend's 2 days. So a long weekend, 3-4 days. So 2 hours you spent of almost 100 hours. And you're going to be acting like that maybe without even having a conversation with that, like saying, hey, guys, do you think that maybe I could get a little bit more because I put a little bit of effort, and let them decide. Well, who are you to decide just because you went and talked to them on the phone? Congratulations, dude. You did what anybody who rents an Airbnb will do if it's not up to par. Like, come on, get out of here with that crap, bro.
I want to know. I have never rented an Airbnb.
So 2 hours of 72 of 3 days. Exactly. Yeah. So if it was 2 days, if it was 3 days, it was 72 hours. So you had 70 hours to yourself. If it was 3 days, like if it was 4 days, then you could really shut the hell up. Let's be honest. Like,
no, man. Look, first of all, a normal weekend for me, and I'm gonna keep it a stack, is not even 2 days. No, I like. Yeah, I don't like free time. Free time is waste of money, and although yes, I love enjoying time with my family and everything.
Too much time is too much time. Yeah,
it's one of those like I feel like I'm not living the part. Like I need to be doing more type of shit.
There's some weeks where we don't really get a whole lot of work. We'll get like maybe 2 or 3 days of work. And the other days I'm sitting here, like, I mean, it used to be I would sit there and just game all day. But as of recent, whenever we have slower weeks, I get in the studio and I just write and I just like come up with music and stuff. So because I don't like downtime either. I don't like being bored. I like staying busy. I like making money. And I think we can all say this.
Honestly, like when I get too bored and I'm like sitting still and it just, even if I'm watching TV, like I feel like internally I feel like I'm doing something wrong and I get all anxious and like for real. Like I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like I should be doing something, and like my body gets anxious and everything, and it's just like, what the fuck?
I think that's part. Yeah, that's part of that's that military thing too. That it's like you keep moving, keep working, like hurry up and wait. So when you got downtime, you almost feel like you're waiting for a sergeant to walk around the corner and yell at you or something. All right, am I the jackass for refusing to propose after finding out my girlfriend had already picked and paid for her own engagement ring without telling me? I don't know. We'll find out.
What?
So my girlfriend, 27 female, and I, 29 male, have been together for 4 years. We talked about marriage a lot, and I made it clear I wanted to propose sometime this year. I made it clear. I've made it clear that.
Oh, so you said pre-approved arrangement.
Like, hold on. Listen up. I made this very clear. I'm doing it this year. Okay? Let's make one. Hey. Let's make one thing very clear. Let's make one thing very clear.
He's probably drinking while he's saying this too.
Yeah. Hey, he's got a hand on a hip and a beer in his hand. He's leaned up against the counter like this. Like, hey, by the way, let me.
It's happening this year. It's happening this year. I swear.
Yeah. You know that thing
this year.
That thing where I get on my knee and I ask you to be my forever. That's happening this year. Bet on it. It's happening. Let's make that clear.
When? I don't know. Well, maybe not, but it is this year.
I've made it clear. Did
Oh
anybody
my
else?
God.
Did anybody else get that, or is that just us? Did anybody else like feel that's the same way that he's coming off? It feels like it does, right? It feels like that he's made it made it very clear that I want to propose to
They probably had a whole argument about this shit, and then that's when he made it clear too.
Are you gonna just do it? Let me make it clear. It's this year.
How long were they dating for?
It said 4 years. It said 4 years.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that's what I'm saying. She's probably like, hey, so maybe he's like, hey, let's make this very clear. It's happening, and it's happening this year. Matter of fact, it's happening.
I just don't have the funds for it, so I'm waiting for you to buy your own ring.
Wipe the lens off of your glasses and see it clearly that it's happening this year. Like, wipe the fog.
No, as I gotta wipe the smudges off my lenses.
Come on, man. Yeah, like
oh my gosh.
I'm sure you all can agree that that's how that came off. All right, let's keep going now that we've had that fun. All right, so I made it clear that I wanted. All right, last month we were at the mall when she casually told me she needed to stop by a jewelry store for something. While we were there, one of the employees smiled at her and said, "Your ring will be ready next week." I looked at her completely confused. Wait, you looked at her completely confused? No, you didn't look completely confused. You knew exactly what that was. Let's make that very clear, OP. Let's make it very clear, that you were not confused. You knew what that was about.
I don't know.
All right. She admitted that she'd already picked out her engagement ring she wanted months ago and had been making payments on it. Okay, but you know what though? So far I can respect that though. She said she didn't trust me to choose something that she'd like, so she decided to handle the part herself. All I had to do, according to her, is pick it up, finish the last payment, and use it when I proposed. I was honestly hurt. Well, I'm sorry, bro. That's what you're hurt about.
I mean, I guess I can see both sides of this because
but like
in the traditional sense, you would, if you're gonna pop that question, first of all, you're not making a prearranged appointment for it, and you're not letting them know this is clearly happening this year. You don't do that. First of all, you're an ignorant jackass for that one, and I pray the best for them, but realistically, that's not gonna fucking end well on both statutories.
I had to put that on screen. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
But you're right. You are right, though. Okay, let's get to the end of this, and then I'll figure out how I feel because it looks like we got a little bit of ways to go. But so far, I look. All right. So it wasn't about the money; it's the fact that she planned the entire thing without including me. Well, yeah. Then expecting me to pretend to propose. Well, she's probably nervous. I don't know. She's probably nervous to be like, "Yo, I want to pick out my ring, and I want to." I don't know. We'll get. When I told her I felt like she'd taken away one of the few parts of the proposal that was supposed to come from me, she said I was making it about my ego. She argued that lots of women choose their own rings and that she was just making sure she'd wear something she'd love forever. I said I had no problem with shopping for a ring if that's what she wanted to do. What bothered me was that she made the decision on her own and kept it a secret and expected me to go along with the proposal that no longer felt genuine to me. Okay, I feel you, bro. I'm feeling that. Okay, I understand.
That's the part that I was trying to explain. Yeah, that's that comes with that. Like, you know, you want to feel it when you're ready to pop that question and all that. That's what truly genuinely makes that proposal like something to pop for. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely. So you know what? Like, and it just like so now she got upset and told her parents I was refusing the proposal over a piece of jewelry. Why are you acting like that? Hold on. It's just a piece of jewelry, but what happened to making sure she'd wear something she'd love forever if it's just a piece of jewelry? You guys seeing that? I'm just trying to make sure we're all on the same freaking page. She wanted to make sure that she'd wear something. She picked it out because it was that important to her, that piece of jewelry to pick out on her. No, I feel like that was a control thing. Let's see. Now her parents think I'm looking for excuses because I'm afraid of commitment. Well, her parents, clearly
they don't know the real situation. No, they were probably told one side.
They're looking for excuses. No, maybe they should ask you up front. Like maybe the dad should come and have a talk with you about that so that you can explain it to him and he can understand. My family says the issue isn't the ring, that we weren't acting like partners when making it's that we weren't acting like partners when making such a big decision. I've told her I want to get married someday, but only after we've worked through this and are actually making major life decisions together. Now she's questioning the entire relationship, and I'm wondering if I made too big of a deal out of it. It got to that? To that extent? I planned to surprise my girlfriend with a proposal, but I found out she secretly chosen, ordered, and even paid for her engagement without telling me. She expected me to simply pick it up and propose with it. I told her I wasn't comfortable. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. At first, when I was reading this, I'm like, wait a minute, like maybe I wanted to like maybe just be up, but this sounds really, really like
it sounds like she's more of the controlling side, but it's like a head-to-head dominance.
Let's put Casual Pharaoh's comment on the screen again because it's true.
That is fucked, yo.
Absolutely, like this whole thing. You know what I mean? This whole freaking thing, absolutely. Let's see.
I don't
Kylie went to get her ring and she didn't trust me to pick it up. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't see it making it to the wedding.
Yeah, like if the man took time out of his day to go and pick something out, even if it wasn't the thing you absolutely 100% wanted, but
it was genuine.
It was genuine.
You know what I'm
this
saying?
is what
like,
this
it came
is what
from his heart.
This is what he picked out for you, and this is what he said. Will you be with me forever? And like that right there alone, if it's just a piece of jewelry, then why not let him pick it out? That's where I'm at with this. Like, if this was just a piece of jewelry, right? If this is just a piece of jewelry, then maybe you should have let him pick it out since it was just a piece of jewelry. You know, you're contradicting yourself and you're trying to make yourself be the victim, lady. But I think this guy really genuinely just wanted to, for a proposal, make this something special, and you kind of just took a dung on it. You know what I mean? She seems materialistic as hell.
And it didn't matter if she paid for it or not. She took away and call me crazy, but you took away a little bit of the man's fucking love for you by taking away something that he should be able to provide.
You created what you wanted out of the situation. You didn't allow it
fabricated
to come
your own marriage.
You put the pieces of the puzzle in there that was supposed to be his piece to fit that part of the puzzle, and you kind of
look. Would it be wrong if I feel like she already had the date, the whole thing organized, that he just had to pick up his tuxedo for him and his best man? She probably already had groomsmen set up for this dude.
Yep. That's crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah, you're not the jerk, bro. I think that
no.
I do think you're a jerk if you stay with her, because like that type of behavior like that, it's only going to get worse when you get married. I think this was a moment where you dodged the bullet. I think by her revealing who she is before you guys got married was actually a saving grace. Thank you to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for intervening.
Yeah. Same with Casual Pharaoh said. Miss me with a woman like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why we got good women. You know what I mean? Like my lady straight up said that you could have got me. You could have got me a paper ring, and it's about the meaning, it's love, and you know what I mean. And so I obviously didn't get her a paper ring; it was a plastic ring. Not just playing. I got her a beautiful ring. But the thing is, though, is that
there's nothing. Listen.
Let the man make that. Let the man choose what this ring is. What his heart is giving to you, not what your heart's giving to you. The ring that he's giving you is what his heart saw and wants to give to you. You know what I mean? That's how I see it.
Yeah, so and I agree with that, because me and my fiance, we picked out our own rings, but we didn't do it traditionally. Like we got different style type of rings. I got but we were waiting to like actually like get them sized and like tapered up and everything, so they're like they don't fuck with our skin or anything.
Right, get the right material, the right.
Yeah, because unfortunately, even if they're fake or real, it still fucks with our skin.
Yeah.
So she has two fishes that swim up that hold up a rose with a red ruby in it, and I got a lion's head with red ruby eyes. And so if you think about it, she got my Pisces symbol, and I got her Leo symbol as rings.
That's awesome. Hold on, that's awesome. I love that, because that's from you. That's like, it's unique to the person giving to the other person. There's two separate people who are in love. You give them a piece of your heart when you ask to be with them forever. And I want to put this on the screen, what Josh just said. This is awesome. I did not know this. Ask Kylie. She got 5 rings and 2 proposals just to be romantic. She didn't pick or know about a single one. So he just kept going, and that's
listen.
Awesome.
That if she punches somebody or turns them around and swipes at somebody, they are destroyed. Hey, but I hear Baby Riot. Give me a second.
Yeah, you're good. While you're gone, to go ahead and do your thing real quick. I was going to say, so when I proposed to Kaylin, You know, one of the first places that, you know, that I whenever I started, you know, spending time with her, we first started dating, like the backyard in the back of the house where everybody would come and hang out at the end of the day and just hang out. And it was just like everybody would just unwind and just, you know, we all complain about the day. We'd all talk about this, talk about that. And just, you know, and it was just a really great environment. And it was, you know, it was something that I really loved a lot about that spot. And it was where all the memories really started, you know. And so whenever it came time to me to do it, I was like, hey, I'll take you to dinner tonight, honey. He's like, okay, sounds good. We get in the truck. I'm like, well, I got to swing by Dad's real quick. I got to go grab something. And so she's like, okay, sounds good. You know, me and her dad work together and I want to stop by. So we swing by. I'm like, hey, come in real quick. You know what? Just let's hang out for a second before we go. And so what I did is I had her dad, who was in on it. I had him because I had when I ordered it for her, I had it sent straight to his house so he could get it. And I had him put it underneath her favorite chair. And so whenever she would go sit, and the funny thing was, is he totally messed this up and is hilarious. I told him to put it under the chair. So that way, if we're sitting outside talking, I could act like I dropped my phone and go down and then like go underneath where the chairs are where she's sitting and then propose to her right there. Like, you know what I mean? But the funny thing was, is when I said, put it under the chair, put it under her chair, the one she sits in. And we clarified 5 times at work that day that it's the chair right there that's by the lattice. And it's like facing the backyard, not the one facing the wall. And so when I'm looking around for a second, what are you doing down there? I'm like, it's all like I'm on a knee, like reaching, and I couldn't find it, man. And like when I came back up, like Jason actually touched my shoulder and pointed at the other chair. So I looked over at the other chair and it is underneath that one. Oh, but you know what? Like, and so yeah, it was a really beautiful moment for sure. Her dad was all smiles, she was all smiles, you know, I was all smiles. But just that moment, I mean, it was just really special, you know. It was really special for me.
Okay,
and,
I do apologize. We have a special guest who is very
okay. We have a special guest. This is my goddaughter Raya. Everybody, Raya. Hey there. Yep.
She decided I want to come join.
So I have 2 goddaughters, and Raya and Anais. These are his little girls. So.
Yes, I was blessed with 2 little girls, and you know, it is different with boys. I'm not gonna lie, but it definitely brings the sensitivity out of life.
Yep, absolutely. All right, guys. Hey, check this out. Thank you for tuning in for Am I the Jerk or Am I the Jackass? However it is, but you know what? Check this out. So I told you guys, but before we do the body cam thing, because I know some people are going to want to hop off, I wanted to give you guys the early preview of this music video. So quick shout out to my beautiful fiance behind the lens. Everything that's filmed was by her. She even had me move to certain spots. She helped direct it. And so this if you've watched my music videos, you know, usually they're pretty dark and they're pretty, you know, cinematic. Well, this is a whole different vibe, and I'm really excited to show you guys this. Obviously, this will be cut out at the end of the video, so it will not stay on, but do look forward to it. It will release July 23rd on YouTube at 6 p.m. Central, and the track itself will release on all platforms the very next day, July 24th. So it's crazy. As soon as I opened it up from my Dropbox, it says this video explores themes of personal transformation, spiritual seeking, and redemption through the following narrative arc. Initial spiritual search. The speaker begins by questioning if God's listening, reflecting on a past like characteristic by cop life, a lack of sleep, and feeling of shame. Turning point in redemption, feeling as though they were choking. The speaker reached out to God and received a second chance, then led to commitment to move forward and leave the past behind. What an amazing description that was. What an amazing description that was.
Literally,
that was an AI
definition of to discover, here to stay. Honestly, if you really wanted to put a retrospect on it, like there's different ways to like live by it and show the meaning, but like to put it in words, that would be probably like,
appreciate you,
brother. That would be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, and as what you said, shout outs to Sissy for this and being behind the lens. She, you know, with the sneak you gave me, she did an amazing job, and I hope everybody enjoys. From what I've seen, I know I enjoyed it, so I know y'all enjoy it.
Absolutely, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, and also. So with that being said, shout out to also Nathan Brandt to Chasing Mice Media. He did all the edits on this. Shout out to my boy Blitz, mixing and mastering every track. You know what's going on. And then also shout out to my boy Abyss Kunal out in India for these cinematic beats. These beats are amazing. Let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you for taking time out of your day to hear this. This is one of my most favorite songs I've ever made, and this is going to be big.
God, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can Can you hear me now? Fast lane, so I had to get my mind right. No sleep when you're running from the cop lights. No shame, but what the way that I was feeling. Toss the cards that I was dealing. Had me looking for some heal. Now I'm looking up to God. Got my arms wide open as I'm praying for a chance to help me swim as I was choking. I was given just that. Another chance up the bat. Never since I started rapping, now I'm never looking back. Nah, open the book and you'll find the truth. You see the promises are written in the red as a proof. So any problem being solved, once you look to him, he's got his arms wide open, ready to bring it in. I know what you are thinking, that you're not enough to be forgiven in your ways to feel the Father's love. But the lies that you were hearing, they ain't coming from him. It's time to lay it on the cross and ask forgiveness of your sin. Hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Doors closed, but another it open, and now I'm seeing how he's moving in what direction we're going. To take a sinner like me and to show me the ropes. I got a dinner for 3 with the Father and the Holy Ghost, yeah. See, everything had changed from that, from wondering if you were listening to making rap. I'm sorry, Father, I know that it's been too long. I hope you're feeling all the love from deep inside of these songs. Every day's another chance to be great. With all the lessons I've been learning, I've been keeping the faith. And every time I feel confused, I just look to you. I find the answers to my questions that you brought in my view, yeah. No matter what, you never let me down now. I grabbed your hand before I went too far to drown out. I gotta say, it's been a hell of a ride. You waited 30 years so patiently to open my eyes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Greater love has no one than this to lay down. That was amazing.
What y'all think? Thank you, David. I appreciate that.
That was amazing, bro. Like, it, man, and
Yeah.
the video plays with it so fucking good. So good.
I appreciate that. Yeah, this was when I first started writing to this one.
And it like anyone who really listens and tunes in and like loves your music, and even if they didn't, they were just going through something, or they've that's one of those songs that will have the listener just like in their head, down in their heart and everything, and like think about life, think about everything, and it has them just open up their mind. Doesn't matter how many times they listen to it.
Big shout out to Kaylin for how fucking good she is with that lens, because that really was able to capture everything that this video needed to embody to really be able to put the perspective. Like, so with the setting being in the mountains and stuff, like I'm a God believer, but I don't go to church. You know, I have my reasons and I have my
Hold
ways.
on, someone's knocking at my door.
Yeah, you're good.
It's today. It's something.
You're good, brother. I chose the woods because I find more so my solace and my place of peace and my relationship with God more in nature. You know, of all the things that He created around us and everything that He's given us is our home here on earth. And yeah, exactly. God kept shining His light on. That gets crazy if you see in the video. You know, I'll look at the way in some of these clips, like the light is just shining, and it's not the effect. That's an effect. That's actually a really cool still shot as well. What's I think it's Control Command 3. No, Shift Command 3. There we go. I wanted to screenshot that. There we go. I actually caught it on a pretty good spot for promo. So, but yeah, like these parts, like look at the way the sun is glowing off me. And it was actually, here's the irony behind it. It was actually really cloudy when we rolled up, and I was like, this would be a really cool spot. And then the sun started coming out. And so when we were driving up to find this spot, we drove all the way up through Yavapai County. And it was about a 2.5 hour ride to where we were going. And when we were going up there, there was just a lot of fences. Everyone had property and all that. and it was really difficult to find a spot to go. And we're about two exits away from our destination before we're staying for the weekend. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just look to the right and I see and it's I was told to go ahead and take a right here. So I take a right there. And we hang down this road, we go off road, and we end up finding this spot, and that's where this spot's at. So with this, wearing my white shirt and my white shirt and my black pants, like this is my Sunday. This is how I see my Sunday blues. You know what I mean? Dressed in my Sunday blues.
Yeah, Sundays is definitely used for like a heavenly day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So but like the way I'm dressed, it's like I'm dressed for church, but my church isn't with people in the pews. My church is with God out in the meadow. And it was just like this is where I felt like this really it just spoke differently, the song and like the video. Like I just feel like of all my music, like it's all been leading up to something like this and going forward with this. So super excited about that. So that's God Can You Hear Me? It'll be releasing on all platforms on the 24th of July, but the music video we're going to have at 6 p.m. It'll be at 6 p.m. We'll have it rolling, premiering at 6 p.m. Central Time on the 23rd. So thank you guys for checking that out. Thank you for the love, Josh. I wanted to put this back on the screen.
Big shout outs to everybody a part of that team, because I just want to say, even though you've shown me the sound, and you've given me clips when you guys on your content. And even just seeing it now, you know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, every time I've listened to it, it's always just a different feeling and a different like vibe and energy that comes to me. And it's always different, but never in a negative way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You never want to dwell on negative. You never want to overlap your thoughts with negative, because then you're just going to continue on with negative. Yes, it's okay to embrace your past, accept it though. It already happened. Your music definitely allows me to accept my past with gratitude and ease more and more. And that's one of those songs that every time I listen to it, it's a different gratitude. It's a different ease. It's a different part of a demon that I don't need to be there no more. You know what I'm saying? So like the skeletons can like crumble out the closet without needing to burst out with pain and suffering anymore.
Absolutely. Hey, tell Lane I said what's up too, Josh. But yeah, man, I appreciate that. That's why I do this. Like, that's why I do this music stuff, because, I've always loved music. I've always wanted to be, do something with music. I just didn't know what to do. So after, military, drug addiction, homelessness, like the whole nine, a lot of those life lessons or all those life experiences taught me lessons that shaped me to be who I am now, where at 30, I started making music. I'm 6 years in now. And my catalog is deep for someone who's only been doing it for 6 years, because I just never stop and I keep going.
Yeah, I want this to be proof. Volume in your catalog, bro.
I want this to be proof to anyone out there, though. Like, no matter what storm you may be facing, turn to God and ask for his help and let him shine that lantern at your feet where it seems too dark to walk. Like, allow God to be the one to open that door, so that way, ask him to reveal that door for you so you can go in. You know what I mean? And I'm not here to push anything on anybody, but I'm just living testimony that God loves each and every one of us, and we're all his children. And there's a plan, whether you see it or not. It is big, and it is amazing, and it'll all make sense. Trust me, trust him. That's what faith is. We're supposed to have faith in the things that we love. We're supposed to have faith in the things that we trust. Have faith, and just know that I'm literally a walking testimony of somebody that came out of being on the streets, on drugs, hooked to the substance, to the needle, like going crazy in my brain, to be able to turn me around and put me where I am now. That's nothing short of an act of God, because I was done for, dude. I was done for, and here I am now because of God. So amen to that. And
amen to that. Amen to
hey,
that.
Y'all, we're gonna end it here for the night. It is this is our shortest podcast yet, 2.5 hours. We got through everything we wanted to. We'll go with body cams next week. I wanted to end tonight's show off with my music video, so y'all could check that out. Get a little sneak preview before it drops on the 23rd. I'm going to be promoting this like crazy. So if you see the post, do me a solid. It'd be really appreciative if you share the post. You never know who in your friends or your timeline might need to hear that. They might need to hear the message. This song,
and it can awaken something. It can awaken. It can awaken the inner positiveness. It can bring
fire,
and you could save a life. You know what I'm saying? It brings a motivation to the wrong mind. It can bring somebody that's ready to just say, I'm done, and give up. And it can bring them back from that mode and bring them back from that mood. And this goes to every and any artist that really feels that their soul goes with music. Everyone's got a story. Everyone's got something. But,
Absolutely.
Show
Have
your
a good one,
talent.
Casual. He's hopping off.
Take it
But
easy,
thank you, brother.
Casual.
I appreciate it. All right. Hey, we really appreciate each and all you tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a few laughs in there, and hope you took away something from this. And otherwise, Raya ain't gonna be happy if you didn't take away something from this
Yeah, she's gonna
podcast.
start
So
crying.
we're just two dudes who survived addiction, man. That's really what this is. Let's talk about
Hey,
it. Look, we're not saying that we
surviving
know
that
all the answers.
hardball called life.
We're not saying we have all the answers, but we are saying that we are proof that, you can get into the mud, but you can get out of the mud too. Just because you're in the mud don't mean you got to stay in the mud. So if you're out there and you're struggling, or if you know someone who's struggling, like, look, you can do it. You can do it.
A helping hand goes a long way.
A helping hand goes a long way. You never know. So you see the music, share it. And hi, Raya. I hear you, honey. So, I hope y'all have a great weekend, and we'll catch y'all next Saturday.
Take it easy, everybody. And remember, we're all here to stay. So, there is no other way.
There's no other way. We all here to stay. Have a great day.
Hey, oh, look at you. Look at you.